Idiot.
Did you now?
Yeah, I was gonna do like a super.
It's like, oh, it's a shame you didn't.
I was gonna do like a superhero thing.
No, you're gonna make one of us Lois Lane, and the other one's Superman, and then we're gonna fuck in midair.
No, it was gonna be Chad, who has all the powers of, or no, Chad, who has.
Don't be an animal.
The reverse Chad, or something like that. He has all the powers of a Chad, but in reverse.
I was gonna make.
All the powers of a Chad, but in reverse.
I was gonna make a script of us doing an exorcism, and Crucius getting violently raped by a
Yeah, see that.
Why
now,
me?
No, him.
No, me.
Oh, fine, it's
See,
fine.
Now we're having fun. Like we can write these scripts. I also had one where you guys were like priests and like the whole like
Oh,
yeah, you were gonna think you guys were talking
Jesus.
about molesting, but really it was like someone didn't put the dog out or something. You know, so like there's gonna be lots of innuendo.
Like 1,001 innuendos. Like, go put the dog
No,
outside.
just be like, so you lost the dog.
So if I write a script and send it to you, will you not read it?
No.
Or print it?
No.
Alright.
Because you're sending it to me, then I'm gonna look at it. You know, if it's gonna be a cold read, I cannot even know how many lines are on the paper. I know.
Figure it out. Send it to us on our phones. Literally, if you have an S Note, literally just type it out in S Note and then send it. S Note is the greatest gift to man. Who the fuck? Why? I know we're live. Thank you.
Oh, we're live now.
Yeah, we've been live for a while.
Wait, for a while.
Probably like since we started talking about like the thing.
The thing.
Speaking of the thing,
him writing things down.
go to Chris and Chad like movies to see our video on the thing in our Halloween
It's a
spectacular.
dumpster fire.
It's great.
Wow.
Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast.
We're doing podcasts again.
Welcome to your
Podcast, I
average
say.
disappointment.
You okay? What's wrong?
Where do I begin, Doc?
All right, McFly.
My birthday's in a couple months, and I kind of gave myself up until my birthday to live. And damn.
That's my birthday gift to myself.
Guess
We have goals. You gotta make it till your birthday.
yeah. Then what?
Just give up.
And then make
That's the plan!
make a new goal of surviving to the next birthday.
Nah, dude, I've been doing that for 10 years.
Well,
I really thought the credit system would crash, World War III would break out. Like, I thought the pandy would be serious. I've been hedging my bets on society collapsing since I was 5. Nothing's happened.
It'll never collapse.
wait, watch what you say.
Actually, I was in the shower today, and everyone compares the United States to Rome, but I think you need to go further back.
Yeah.
Where Athens and Sparta when Xerxes is invading. Athens being the Democrats, a bunch of Democratic pussies, and Sparta being the Republicans, a bunch of like pro-war monarchists. You know, Trump's their king. Athens wants to vote all the time, and they're like, nah, maybe we should listen to the Persians. Persians, giant slave nation army, Chinese. Right? But instead of fighting straight out in the middle of each other, like stabbing each other with swords, we're doing it over the internet and with economics and stuff like that. It's the same fucking story again.
Except nobody wants to agree with one another, and we're all just sucking each other's dick in the back room.
It isn't until the Republicans, Sparta,
Oh my God. decides,
fuck it, open warfare with China, and then Athens goes, oh wait, we can win this. You know, that's what it's gonna be.
Until all the Spartans die.
Yeah, but then what happens? The Battle of what's that bay outside of Athens?
Butcher
where
Bay.
where 30 Athenian ships fight off 10,000 Persian ships and just
time
win.
out. Was that right?
No. Battle of Butcher Bay.
That'd be cool.
Butcher Bay is the prison that Riddick is kept in.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus Christ!
Butcher's-
What the fuck?
And I think
I am
Butcher
so
Bay
tired. That's
is.
just 4:30.
I think Butcher Bay is in Elder
Same.
Scrolls too. I
Yeah,
think
it is.
Cyrodiil is near Butcher's Bay.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I hate being autistic.
I hate being a nerd.
I know.
Shit happens.
I know more about fictional universes than the real one.
We should know we have equality in our channel.
Wow.
The autistic one.
Oof.
There's a certain amount of things I don't want to have to cut out. That's on the list of things I have to cut out.
Nah, I don't give a shit.
Five.
I have an IEP. I'm technically special needs, so fucking go for it. I am. Technically speaking, I am mentally retarded, according to the United States
Oh
government.
my God.
Yeah. Do I seem-
Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast.
Do I seem mentally retarded? At times.
Yeah.
You seem slightly disturbed.
But you know,
Slightly.
Yeah.
when you get put through the machine, you're lucky
What have
to.
you been put through? You haven't been put through shit. You
Dude.
went to school. You
Yeah, I
Yeah,
went
to
did the same
school.
thing I did.
I went to
Purposely-
school.
Purposely, like,
Failed.
fought the system.
Right,
And fucked yourself.
and then had a teacher sit you down and go, you know you're retarded, so you're not going to have a lot of options, right? And then being like, wait, I'm retarded? And then having it all come through, and then your remedial math teacher just doing pills in class and not paying attention, and you having to run the class, and then teachers just straight up lying, saying you threatened to murder them, and then there was the bomb threat, and then there was them saying,
Well,
oh, come on,
Did you make?
I made a bomb threat.
What the fuck? Of course.
Okay.
it wasn't real.
It doesn't matter. They're gonna take that shit seriously.
This is exactly what I was wearing. My grandmother in the 60s tried to make a tie-dye shirt. She fucked up. So it was bright pink, and you know how you do the rubber bands?
Yeah.
It just had white rings all over it. So it was this
Nice.
like bright pink shirt with all these white rings, and I would wear that, and I had bright green pants on and blue hair.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how you have to have key cards to go in the classrooms now. Every student has to use their
That's
key card.
weird.
Right? And I'm just casually walking out of health going, that's not going to stop me from blowing this place up. You know?
And there's that one kid who's like,
And
oh.
some freshman heard me, saw me, and went, that's a school shooter. And so they had like a lot.
Was this after?
This was after Columbine.
Yeah.
But before school shootings became fashionable. You know?
Before you know, the American government was like, yeah, let's.
2007, 8-ish.
No, 2008, because this didn't happen when I was there.
Yeah, this was like 2008. So they had the lockdown. They took us out all over to the football field. I'm standing there, and they were like, "You," and I was like,
It's like, hey, blue hair, and you're like,
I found
fuck.
the drugs in my locker, and then they were like,
They're like, what are you talking about? And it's
I
like,
was like,
nothing.
Never mind. Like, bomb threat, and I was like, don't worry, officer, fucking son of a cop, I'm not gonna do shit. And he was like, oh my god, you're Chris Rocco, Bob Rocco's kid, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, I'm gonna tell your dad, and I was like, ah.
You're
And then,
like, wow.
a couple weeks later, my resource teacher, because we were in a parent-teacher conference, and I called her out for just being a shitty person in general. She said I threatened to murder her. So then the same cop came back to the school and was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Look, this one wasn't on me."
It's like, I didn't do this one this time. All right, boss.
In a meeting with the principal and the vice principal, he went, "What's your biggest problem with this high school?" And I went, "Well, my resource teacher sucks at her job." And then she had to like, "What? And I was like, "You don't teach anyone anything. You're too busy planning your fucking wedding. Just check her search history, because
Yeah.
her search history is nothing but wedding shit." She used to have the entire class gather around and help her pick dresses.
Oh my god.
And I'd be like, "Yo, I need help with this math problem." She'd be like, "Figure it out. It's in the book." And it was just like, these are our educators, you know? The most vulnerable students are being taught by the worst people.
Do you remember there was this one part where somebody threw like a cologne bottle against the wall?
Yeah!
Remember that?
And they brought
And
in
the
like
whole
the
school
fucking,
got
they
shut.
had the special hazmat team from the fucking fire department show up and like the...
For a
That was-
fucking cologne
And
bottle?
it happened like at probably 11 o'clock too, so we got the whole day off.
happened down the hall from my resource class. And I remember getting up and being like, "What's up?" And Mr. Viner was like, "I don't
I
fucking
remember
know."
it smells like shit in here.
Yeah.
No,
There
dude.
was more than one bomb threat though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. That's when kids were like, oh, we can get out of class.
Just calling a bomb threat from a fucking payphone. 1-800-CLLAT.
Back when payphones were still a thing.
Dude, the second the last payphone died, that's when I was like, okay, I need to get a cell phone.
Yep.
Because I was 100% on call and collect.
I think they're bringing payphones back.
They're not going to. There's
not
no
with
reason.
COVID.
That's true.
Keep in mind, Chad, COVID is the new reality, and we all need to be scared of everything at all times. Especially other people.
Hence why all three of us are sitting in a room next to each other.
However, protesting for Black Lives Matter reduces COVID.
Jesus Christ.
I saw a news article that said that, and I was like, how do you justify this? And then the very following paragraph was, no, Black Lives Matter protests do not halt the spread of COVID. And it was just like, why would you make the fucking title?
Yeah,
because no one reads articles.
Yeah, you put anything on Facebook and they believe it.
I went to drop Riley off at daycare today and I forgot to put my mask on because I'm fucking exhausted. So I walk
You're
up to a
human.
lady, she wasn't wearing a mask, and in my head I didn't even process she wasn't wearing a mask
Because normal.
yeah.
Well, you don't have
So I go up to ask her a question, she just goes, I'm like, if you're that fucking paranoid.
What
wear a
about the
mask."
chick at Dave's?
Oh god.
I think the only place you actually have to wear a mask is it's East Providence and one other place. Like you're supposed to wear it.
The only fine you get as a business
It's a
is
slap
if
up.
employees aren't wearing a mask. You can't find a customer for not
Well,
wearing
restaurants
a
are
mask.
Yeah, but customers are fucking dickheads.
I'm not gonna wear a mask because fuck you. I'm healthy. COVID will not hurt me, and if you're healthy, COVID will not hurt you.
Well, Trump was healthy.
No, he's not. He's an overweight elderly man.
He
that
should have
drinks
died
a
already.
Six-pack of Coca-Cola. All right, that
He
dude is
should have
not
already
healthy.
been
Imagine
dead.
if he started doing drugs, because he doesn't drink or
He
anything.
probably does do
No, he
drugs.
does.
Every
No,
president.
Yeah.
Every president.
No,
does that.
actually, like, I don't know how true it was, but supposedly he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink or
No,
anything.
he doesn't. He doesn't smoke.
Yeah, he also doesn't have
Because
sex.
his father was like a...
His father was a
He has sex, he
violent-
pays for it. His
Again,
father was like a
yes.
violent alcoholic.
So he doesn't drink. None
and
of
his
the none of
brother,
the Trumps.
one of his brothers was too.
I think the one that died.
No, the one that died was a good one.
Oh,
Like his
okay.
best friend.
It's probably because they're all lightweights.
Well, I mean, it's like George Bush Sr. never drank. George Bush Jr. drinks, and I'm sure if George Bush Jr. had a kid, his kid wouldn't drink. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
You know? Like, my parents aren't big drinkers, and I fucking...
You have a liver
His
mate
dad
already.
His dad has 2 drinks. And
My
he's
dad's a
going,
2-beer queer.
I want to get drunk with your mom.
My mom is so much fun to get drunk.
You should have your mom in the show.
My mom
We
has...
should.
My mom has my sense of humor.
Not live though.
She has
Definitely live.
If we get rum, she might swing at you. She gets violent when she drinks rum.
I like how every alcohol does something different to you.
I think
Yeah.
vodka is the only one that gets me like. It gets me sad.
Vodka gets me depressed and mellow.
Tequila.
Whiskey makes me angry. Tequila makes me sick. Gin is my sit and chill.
Tequila turns me into a suave motherfucker. I throw up when it comes to Jameson. Every other whiskey I'm fine with. Rum, I just want to be a pirate, and then vodka gets me fighty.
Rum just gives me chest pains and a stomach ache because of the sugar and everything.
Yeah.
Whiskey makes me so happy.
Lightweight.
The only times I've ever gotten into fights in public and cried in public were because of whiskey. So I kind of stay away from whiskey now.
Vodka makes me sad. Tequila makes me so happy.
Vodka,
Tequila makes me hyper.
depending who I'm with, like when I drink vodka, I'll be like, yeah, or I'll just be like, man, everything sucks. Like it depends on the
I'm
crowd.
pretty sure the last time we drank vodka, we got all teary-eyed.
We
over
did
Chris
cry
Farley or
together.
something.
Yes, we cried over Chris Farley together.
We definitely have to all get wine drunk on this show.
Oh,
At least once.
I am a fun wine drunk. I get mischievous. Like if you're like Chris, run head first into that trash can. I'm like, fuck yeah,
It's like,
dude.
let's go!
I turn into Charlie Day.
Chris doesn't like being touched or touching people when he gets drunk.
I'm the most touchy-feely person.
We should just
Because
get a
my
box.
inhibitions.
We should just
you
get
know?
a box of wine one day.
I'll get a couple bottles.
No, we just
No.
slap the bag show.
And we gotta
No.
drink it in cans. That way we can gesture
Yeah, see?
violently.
We'll put them in these cans. I'll cut the tops off. I'll wash them.
I'll cut them, I'll wash them. They'll
Isn't that
never
an
get washed.
Isn't that an Always Sunny joke? We can just put the wine in cans. I love to violently gesture.
And the table's gonna be ruined.
What was one comment I saw
I fell.
about this table
Oh my
on
god.
YouTube? Someone was like, "That table's disgusting." I laughed super hard when I read that. 'Cause I was like, "Yeah, I think the same thing."
I cleaned it.
We can literally go to like Lowe's and buy a new table that's adjustable height wise, and it's like fucking
This ta-
30
this table
bucks.
is the perfect length for what we need.
It is pretty solid. It's just old.
It's old and ugly.
We'll get a tablecloth.
This reminds me of elementary school. This pattern. of
Oh
the
god,
gray.
yeah.
This is what.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't like this table anymore. We need to get rid of it.
I had a ball in elementary school.
I hate elementary school.
I was a bully. All the teachers loved me, and I had the most friends. And
Elementary
everyone
school
got
for me
bigger
was
than
in
me.
Catholic school, so it was constantly reading from the Bible and get kicked out of class.
Ha
Like, I was a hyper kid, so in Catholic school, you can't be hyper.
I spent an entire school year sitting on the bench, which is where they put the bad kids,
Yeah.
because we played raptor tag, and I did a full-on spear tackle. What you do is you have to tag him 3 times because it's like the raptor scratching you. So I spear tackled this kid, Tim Batzinger, to the ground and just punched him in the face repeatedly. I don't know what was going on, but I was just letting aggression out.
His puberty hit like real early.
Yeah.
He was just like, ah!
And then like some lady grabs me and yanks me off, and I apparently started throwing.
Haymakers?
Not even, just like the kid kind of like fighting, and then
Oh, like the baby
Yeah, and I
haymakers.
was
You were like,
what's going on? Because keep in mind, I'm like 2 feet tall
Yeah.
at the time, you know. And then they were like, bench, you. And then when they got rid of the benches, they unofficially dedicated that bench to me because I was always on it.
they're like, this is the Chris Rocco bench.
I think I told you about this, but the other day, Rye was at school, and I guess like
Oh,
one of
yeah,
the
yeah,
kids
yeah.
wasn't doing what she wanted to, so she started pushing them, and she picked up sand and threw it in their face.
She was telling someone what to do. They said no, so she shoved them. They still said no, so she picked up
She
sand.
pocket sand.
Fucking
Dude,
Dale
your
Gribbled them.
daughter is fuck. What?
To quote To quote Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool, God, I feel bad for the man who pressures her into prom date sex.
Yeah. Dude, you're gonna get a call from the police. They're like, yeah, we found this boy's penis inside his own mouth.
So
What do you mean? It was cut off.
So this boy, we think, we can't really tell.
He's a eunuch.
Bruises,
Yeah.
too many bruises to the face. Says your daughter kicked the shit out of him.
It's like, we can't find his penis, and he's missing a finger. Where'd his finger go?
He'll
It's
go
in his ass.
He'll go for the reach around, and she'll like grab him and,
And
like,
just
hip toss
yeah.
him, and then just stomp on the face, and it'll just reaction. She doesn't
He'll be like, where'd you learn that? And she'll be
By
like,
the
Chris
time-
Rocco.
By the time that happens too, it's gonna be so fucked up with society that she's gonna be the victim, rather than the
Oh
aggressor
yeah,
in that.
the pendulum will swing the other
Yeah.
way.
So instead of like the abuser,
But we've
Getting beat
already
up.
reached like the shitty other side of it, where it's like,
Nah, because the hashtag Believe All Women movement is still a thing.
yeah, that's what I mean.
It's going towards like super feminist. It'll come back to super misogynist, and then hopefully it'll.
If it could just peter out,
In the
I'd be
90s
happy. Yeah,
In the 90s, it was pretty
yeah, it
good.
was kind of
What
okay.
the fuck happened, you know?
Dude, yeah, like the '80s were like, all right,
80s
well,
was super masculine,
we're gonna,
super patriarchy.
we need to.
We started going like, let's get a
the
little
'90s
liberal,
when
and
all the women started working, the men were like, I could stay home.
this is fine with me. You
Yeah.
know what? We have more money to buy more shit. And then, wait, hold on, stop, ladies, stop. And then, you know, now it's going back.
Look, I'm all for like everybody, like everybody's equal. Just stop fucking being dicks.
That's why we need to cut off our genitals at birth, and then when we turn 18,
Like-
get surgeries to assign us to our
Have you
genders.
seen the SNL skit they just did with Alec Baldwin,
Yeah, what?
Trump, and Dick Cheney? I mean,
Dick
what is it,
Cheney? Dick Cheney?
Yeah, that man's dead. They dug up his
Hey,
grave.
Dick Cheney
What's
died?
his name?
Yeah, Dick Cheney's dead.
Wow, Biden was played by Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim
That
Carrey.
was genuinely funny.
Yeah, he was actually making fun of Biden a lot.
Yeah, but, like,
it
dude,
wasn't just against Trump.
The last... I haven't
But then
watched
they
this
brought, I forget her name,
SNL is shit.
one of the actresses out who played Kamala Harris.
Maya Rudolph, I want to say.
Most likely.
Maybe, but then they did the whole, and this is why women are the future thing, and I'm like,
Nothing
why
was
can't
more...
we all just be the future?
No, females first. The future is female. Women are good. Trust us.
Jim Carrey does do a good Biden, though.
And now here's the thing. If women are so great, you think that would go unsaid. Why do you need to tell me women are great unless they're actually bad? I'm kidding, of
Not
course.
all views are
I'm
supported on
kidding.
JYA channel.
I'm kidding, of course. But it's like, dude, it should just go unsaid. Women are equal. Why do you need to keep telling me they're equal? I know they're fucking equal. Just stop.
Because you go to the middle of the country and they're like, yeah, well, we fucked a
You
pig.
don't go to the middle of the country. No. You go to areas that have conservative Islamic views. Islam is the only, like, the Middle East is the only area, and China, that really treats women, and India, that really treats women like shit.
I don't think the South really treats women like shit anymore.
Dude.
Have you been
To
like?
the South,
Have you been to Georgia?
It's still
they
bad.
they are a matriarchal society. Like no matter how hardcore the gangbanger is, if his mom calls, he fucking answers the phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they are matriarchal as fuck because dad pieces out. So you know. It's
No,
all
I'm
up to
saying
mom.
that they're not bad towards women.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. No,
No,
the
yeah.
South loves their moms.
That's why I'm like, damn, dude.
No,
I read that all wrong.
it's the Northeast. It's the Northeast and the Northwest that have this weird hatred for the nuclear family that like leads them to hate their mom and their dad and then shave their heads.
I think Jersey Shore hurt women a lot too.
Well,
Yeah, but
look,
at the same
I don't
time-
think you constitute them as women.
It gave them the ammunition that sex sells. The second women realize they can get things by showing a little bit of remembered.
Yeah, and
that
then
they can get things.
OnlyFans came into existence and fucking.
Once women realize men think with their dicks, like
I'm just gonna say it. It's not that hard. Like all you have to do, feed a guy and look at his penis.
not even like just tell him like it's a pretty good dick.
Doesn't even have to
It's
be
like-
that good, like mine.
Yeah, like I'll give you $10 a month.
How
I'm significantly below
how
average.
long do you think before like OnlyFans gets like they're like you guys are making too much money?
It's not gonna.
There's a weird thing where like some porn stars are coming out and saying OnlyFans is the death of pornography because like you got Belle Daphne.
She is a weird
She doesn't
fucking
do
12-year-old looking bitch.
any nudes really. She'll do like teases and it's
No,
like,
she
well,
has.
but
It's been like it.
not softcore.
It's
softcore.
weird going
To
on.
be fair,
yeah.
I'm only saying this because I saw an article.
Yeah.
I went on
I
Reddit.
did
Yeah,
not
I've
look
seen
this
it
up,
all over Reddit,
but
and I'm like, what the fuck?
She accidentally leaked out nudes.
No, there's no
last week.
accidentally.
Yeah.
No, but there are plenty of girls out there that don't do nudes, but they still make bank.
Millions.
That's
they
called
put-
Patreon.
And then people yell at them, and they're like, "I'm constantly saying I'm not putting nudes up."
But here's the thing: they're like, I'm not putting lewds up. tee-hee, and it's like, you said tee-hee, that means you're joking.
And
you know,
plus,
you can't, like, come on.
they're showing everything but the... Like you...
And the problem
But
is...
the nipple's the best part. You could go,
The problem is, there's 1.7...
yeah. Honestly, I'm sorry.
There's 1.7 billion people in India, and if you've ever seen an Indian person talk to a woman on the internet, it's fucking weird.
Want some fuck?
I'm pretty sure all of OnlyFans is guys from India.
Probably.
No, there's a lot of sad boy Americans out there.
The whole...
It's all the fucking guys who are like, I never got a date in prom. It's like, fucking get over it.
You know my biggest thing, though? Everything on the OnlyFans, you can either Google search the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is getting re-uploaded to Pornhub.
Just go on their Instagram. Because everything...
Well, that's the non-new one. Like the Jessica Nigiri girl.
Yeah.
Has an OnlyFans.
She does nude now.
She doesn't.
Now?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
She does. They're almost. It's all pasty shit. Again, I read a fucking article, and it's the worst thing on the planet because it's like, I don't care about any of these people, and a lot
of the thing is too. I feel like a lot of the times if you end up seeing them naked, you're like,
but then there's the girls that you want to have the OnlyFans because you're like, you know what, I would pay to see.
You know what I want?
And they don't have them.
I want to see like a rise in guys doing OnlyFans.
That'd be fun.
But it's
That'd be
so easy to see.
Like me and him keep. What was the joke?
Yeah, any guy would be like, "It's my penis."
Me and him made a joke about us making.
The joke is like Chad will play like a Roman emperor and like sit with his toga spread like on a chair, and I'll come out as the eunuch and rub butter on his belly.
It's the episode of The Office when Michael sits down. He's like,
I was thinking Hedonism Bot from Futurama.
Yeah.
Hedonism Bot, and I like rub stuff on him. Like we never get naked or anything. It's just me rubbing various like shiny liquids on his body.
But honestly, everybody that's putting money
everybody watching is like, no.
Everybody watching.
You'd be surprised. There's probably like 40 subs who are like, I'd like to see Chad get his titties rubbed with baby oil.
If it exists,
there's porn of it.
There's porn of it. Rule 34 of the internet. If it exists, there's porn.
I got a physical today. I passed, but I weigh way too much.
Weird segue.
Yeah, that's
So how much of his fist did he fit up your ass?
No, they didn't do that. It wasn't like a full physical.
How old are you?
31.
They're not gonna do that till he hits 40.
Yeah. But my eyesight.
Well, no, they'd probably do that at 35 because you had cancer already.
I had to do the eye test, and
we should do it.
These glasses suck. I could not read anything. I don't know how they passed me on the thing. Are your lenses can you see out of your lenses though?
Barely.
Hey, you probably do the same as I did.
Hey, you know they have these things called eye doctors?
Hey, you know that I didn't have this thing called health insurance?
Yeah, Obamacare. Sign up for it, bro.
No.
The fucking
I made too much.
The doctor
that happened to my brother. He made too much and they stole his tax return. Can you fucking believe
Yeah, I
that?
avoided that.
The doctor that came in though was such a hack though. He literally just like looked at my ears, looked at my throat, and he's like, "You're good."
He was like, "What? He didn't even give you the cough?"
Like I didn't expect that. He didn't even. He's like, "You do drugs?" I'm like, "No."
You're like, "No."
You should have said, "Fuck."
No, but the thing is like,
because what if he was like, "Yo, you do drugs?" And if you had said yes, he would have handed you like a blow.
No, how many fucking tests do you think he does with this? On the thing, he's like, "So how many cigarettes you smoke a day?" And I'm like, "I don't smoke." He's like, "On your thing, it says you do." I'm like,
"I did."
It says I did, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like,
"Yeah, he probably doesn't give a shit."
Dude, Tom Segura has this joke where he went to his doctor and like he kept going to his doctor about like butt problems because he was having butt problems, and his doctor was like, "Tom, are you a homosexual?" And he's like, "No," and he goes, "Ha!" And he starts crossing something out on his sheet. He goes, "No, let me see." And then on his sheet in big bold letters, he had possibly homosexual written. And he was like, "Who saw this?" And he was like, "Everyone. Doctor I sent it to." And he was like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because it's funny." And he was like, "You're my doctor for life." It's like, yeah.
I'm glad we got to doctors out of OnlyFans.
Yeah. We're smart people.
"Hey, OnlyFans doctors."
I never got the medical fetish because like latex and like all that. And, like,
yeah, no, that's weird.
Well, I never got that.
Wait, you don't like the Silent Hill nurse thingies?
No, what the fuck?
What?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that on her Instagram. Jessica Nigri. She did like the fucking pyramid head, but it's sexy. It's like, don't fucking do that to pyramid head.
Sexualize pyramid head.
Yeah, just leave pyramid head the weird, creepy fuck he is.
They sexualize anything.
Look, if you're gonna do a costume, just fucking do the costume without your titties popping out.
Just get naked. One or the other. Don't wear clothes or put some effort into
Nah, it's easier to just put on almost all your clothes.
I'm a sexy baseball bat, and she's like holding a baseball bat and in like
Well, the
her
pyramid
underwear,
head was
and
like,
it's
I
fuck.
feel like she just didn't finish the costume, and all she did was the head. So she's like, I'll just throw this on.
No, it's like the head, it's like a top, and then it's just a fucking loincloth, and it's like, that's lazy. And she's wearing like 6-inch stilettos. It's like, why?
I've seen some of her like WoW armor cosplays, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Some of the older ones were good.
Fucking well,
No.
she got famous for being good at cosplay.
The thing is,
Now
like,
she's riding on her smile. But here's the thing: all women hit the wall, and she's gonna hit it,
no,
and then
if she
burn.
was gonna hit the wall, it would have happened years ago.
No.
I don't think so.
Some women are propped up by Botox and makeup, but one day, you know how you tell? The wrists. Your wrists age as naturally as you should. The second you see the sag and the wrinkle, you'll be like, bitch, you're 40.
Well, the best thing about them is if they spend their money responsibly.
No one spends money responsibly anymore.
Imagine just being an
Try to.
OnlyFans for 1 year. How much money you'd probably make?
None, because nobody wants to see me fucking
if you were,
naked.
like,
There's
Jessica
someone.
Negri.
There's someone, and you need to.
But I'm pretty sure Nicole doesn't even want to see me naked half the time.
Right, Chad? You would know.
I do a belly dance for Pat.
There's some things I don't want to imagine. That's on the list, dude. What the
I
fuck?
picture Pat, like, in her bed, up against the wall, propped up by pillows, sweating.
Dude, no, that's
going, dance for me.
Pat's
Chad walks in and just, she's like throwing like grease and tomatoes on him.
Dude, Pat's definitely doing the thing that you want to do. She's just rubbing butter on his stomach.
No, Chad rubs butter on hers. Sorry. But just. She can't even support her own neck.
You're all awful.
Oh, fuck.
Like food from their days dripping out of her. Sorry, like a peanut.
Hi, Pat. I love you. I didn't say any of that. That was all Chris.
Listen, if I'm making fun of you, it's because I like you. I don't talk
Wow,
shit.
no wonder he doesn't make fun of me.
I make fun of you all the time, behind your back, though.
I'm gonna drown you in the toilet next.
So you want to get into one of the topics I actually
Fuck
decided
me.
to talk about?
You have to wait for him to get back.
You can hear us.
I want to hear him peeing, though.
Yeah.
Same thing as you.
Ugh.
Dude, these mics pick up your piss. It's fine.
Does it?
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's terrible. What do you want to talk about, Gramps?
So, let's talk about the Spider-Man issue.
It's not an issue. It doesn't matter.
It is a huge issue.
Why is it an issue? Who gives a fuck?
First of all,
I love you, Nicole.
they are hopping right into the multiverse stuff live action way too fast.
Yeah, because fucking Justice League didn't already do that.
Did Justice League do multiverse?
Justice League fucked up.
Yeah, but they didn't go far into the multiverse yet. That's gonna be in the Flash movie. Marvel's hitting it before him.
I don't want to fucking deal with it.
What are we doing?
No,
Wait.
they already...
Is the new Spider-Man gonna deal with multiverse? Is that why they're
Yeah,
shooting?
that's why Jamie Foxx is in it. And he put out a picture, supposedly spoiling it, of the 3 Spider-Man standing next to each other.
So we're gonna get Toby
Andrew...
and
Tom.
Tom.
They already fucking did this in Spider-Verse. And that's the best Spider-Man movie.
No.
Spider-Man 2.
I actually just watched the Spider-Verse today, and it was okay.
It was okay.
It's a good background movie.
The Peter Parker in Spider-Verse was awesome. That was a really
Both
good
of them.
Peter Parker.
The dead one and the not.
Yeah. Spider-Pig was kind of lame. I thought he'd be cooler. I like that.
He's
Nick Cage.
always lame.
I like that Nick Cage was Spider-Noir.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
neat. And that I didn't. So the little girl with the spider robot, she's not from any comics, right?
Yeah, she is.
Cheers.
I didn't recognize her from what? Oh, manga universe.
Yeah, that's Penny Parker.
That's why I didn't read the mangas.
It's not great. It's not bad. They did Spider-Pig the way that he's done in the comics, which I was fine with.
Spider-Ham.
Oh, yeah.
Spider-Pig.
He
Spider-Pig.
died in the Marvel Zombies event.
Yeah.
I think they just killed him off too in the real thing, because in the comics I think they're trying to kill off all the Ultimate.
Yeah, they're trying to do what New 52 did, or excuse me, they're trying to do what Final Crisis did, but they're just not doing it right.
That's because they don't have someone who can collapse the time-space continuum in a heartbeat.
Well, yes, they do. Molecule Man.
Yeah, but he's not
the
well
Beyonder.
known enough. The
Yeah,
Beyonder could probably do it.
Any of the if the Eternals got together and were like, fuck this,
Yeah,
the
but
Living Tribunal could do it. You know,
They It could.
But then again, they killed the Living Tribunal when Hackman was writing it.
Because he got antsy about shit.
He was like, he set up everything, and everyone was like, yo, what are the Black Swans? Wait, multiverses are colliding into each other, and the only way to stop it is to blow up the other Earth? Holy fuck. And you're waiting for this huge payout, and it's nothing.
Yeah, because he didn't write well enough.
He's definitely, like, when me and my buddy used to write, like, I would come up with a premise, and he would finish it off. And it was perfect. He's a great premise guy, but he can't end
He didn't have a
stories.
Stanley.
Yeah.
That's like me.
No, you're just terrible.
That's why.
I'm waiting for the moment when you, like, slip, and I just have to walk away.
Like, that's considered as one.
I have one punch, so if I fuck up on the one punch, I'll be sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be my wedding day.
Our wedding day?
My wedding day.
I was gonna say.
He's gonna say something.
Ted's definitely wearing the dress.
He said ours, though, right? Like, I don't know which Chris he was talking about.
It's not gonna be me. You couldn't drug me up enough.
It's gonna happen.
When I hit that rocky bottom, where I'm like, maybe, John, you know?
No, but
I mean, I could marry a prostitute, or I could marry Chad.
am I the only one that's upset that they're not doing personal Peter Parker stories before they go into like these big ass?
You don't have. It's so over fucking done. How many Spider-Man movies have there been in the last 10
how many
years?
different Peter Parker comics have there been?
Yeah,
Why
but
can't we-
over
That doesn't
50
matter.
years.
You have to think of the idea. You have to
Doesn't matter.
think of the retarded consumer.
I just
The
want.
two best Spider-Mans. Spider-Man 2, because it's just dealing with Doc Ock.
I love Spider-Man 1 too.
And his
No.
big plan,
Spider-Man 2 is better.
his
I didn't say it wasn't.
big plan is to rob a bank and build a machine. And then the first Tom Holland Spider-Man. Say what you want about the CGI or whatever, but the fact that it was about a guy just trying to rob a plane and Spider-Man stopping, that's what Spider-Man is. Street
No,
level
that's why I'm saying.
crime.
Why can't they just make those movies?
Because there's this thing called the Avengers, Chad.
And because they've already hit their peak.
Yeah, but Ant-Man got his little
But Ant-Man
filler movie.
was supposed to fail. They set it up to fail.
And
I
it
love those
did
movies.
decent. The second one wasn't as
Edgar
great.
Wright had an incredibly ambitious script about Ant-Man that would have been fucking amazing, but then Marvel went, you have to tie it to Avengers. And he went, fuck you, I'm out. So the first Ant-Man movie is half of his script, and then Marvelize it.
I still like the Ant-Man movie though.
I like the Ant-Man movie. I like Ant-Man. I hate fucking Scott Lang with a passion, and I wish it was Hank Pym, but what are you gonna do? At least they got the size changing powers, right? That's cool.
I like Iron Man 1. I think that's...
Iron Man 1 might be the best No, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier's my favorite.
I like in Iron Man 1 how they make his photon blast sound like a camera from
Yeah.
the 1920s charging up. I really enjoyed that. That
Mhm.
was so cool.
Iron Man 3 ruined it.
And then when the tank shoots at him,
I don't know why. I love Iron
boom!
Man 3.
It's so bad.
So bad.
It's a Tony Stark story.
Iron Man 2 should have been the Tony Stark story, and they ruined it because of the stupid fucking arc react. They're like, we can't make him an alcoholic. It's bad for kids.
That's what ruined
That's
it.
Iron Man 3 is they can't make him an alcoholic. So
No,
they
Iron
make
Man
him-
2, they were supposed to stay at the birthday party where he got wasted and
And
everything.
and
supposed
it
to
was the
be
chess piece that was like poisoning him.
I felt.
And then Iron Man 3 was the what's it called?
10 rings.
No, it was
10 rings. Where I
It was the 10 rings,
No, I
but
know,
him
but-
losing faith in the Iron Man thing, I thought they were harkening back to Demon in the
what's it
Bottle.
called? People go to war and they come back and they're all crazy.
PTSD.
Yes, PTSD.
Right, but I thought
Avengers.
they supplemented the PTSD or alcoholism for PTSD.
Yeah.
Because like in Demon in a Bottle, he gives up being Iron Man, and then Rhodey becomes Iron Man. So I thought that's what they were doing, but they didn't want to do alcoholism.
That's what I thought they were doing in Iron Man 2 when they gave War Machine the suit and everything.
It was was supposed
Then
to
they
be.
gave him Iron Patriot, and it's like, yo, Norman Osborn hasn't formed the Dark Avengers
Yeah.
yet, so we can't have Iron Patriot yet.
So it's like now he's War Machine still.
Because, like, Ares hasn't been introduced, fucking Draken hasn't been introduced.
But you know what makes me really
Bullseye
upset?
hasn't been introduced. Like,
yeah, they fucked up a lot.
The
yeah.
biggest thing about what's it called? Tom Holland Spider-Man is the most badass Spider-Man we saw was him going against the drones. Like the most brutal.
Where he has, like, the shield and the mace, and it's like, that's cool.
And fucking
No, most brutal. Most brutal is Spider-Man fighting Doc Ock on the side of the building.
yeah, but that's not
Where-
Tom Holland.
I know. All right, yeah, you said Tom
But
Holland.
that was sick where he's like slinging the money
like,
bags and
he,
everything.
he throws the money bag at him, and Spider-Man catches it and whips it around.
Yeah.
No, he does it with the clock tower.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Even the fucking Green Goblin fight was brutal though.
Yeah.
In Spider-Man 3, when he was fighting Hobgoblin.
That was pretty good. Or when he's even web-slinging around fighting Sandman. Like, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
the first
Spider-Man-
Sandman fight where they're in the truck,
Yeah.
and he blows him through the door, and then he's like
And then they
surfing.
ruin it by
And I
having
don't care what
yeah,
Spider-Man
what's
3 has
that?
great
Yeah.
scenes. I love that alleyway scene where Harry's flying through the things and Peter's trying to like fly away, and they're just fighting, and he just like whips the fucking pumpkin bomb.
Oh
back
yeah,
at
he
him
throws
and
it,
stuff.
and it Peter. Ah! Sorry.
You killed Green Goblin and
I
Spider-Man.
did it.
Look, he deserved it.
He throws it past Peter, and Peter catches it,
Yeah.
and throws it right back at him. Yeah.
Like I feel like Sam Raimi got the perfect.
Sam
like,
Raimi is so good at action.
Yeah,
But his stories are not that good.
the stories are great.
Really?
The Happening.
Spider-Man
You
3?
didn't make The Happening, you fucking idiot.
What's the one with the plants that kill people?
That was M Night Shyamalan.
Oh god, I get them confused. They're both equally terrible.
Yeah, I agree with him.
They had, between the two of them, they've had 3 good movies.
Sam Raimi? Sam Raimi made the first 2 Spider-Mans. Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Darkman. You didn't like Darkman?
I didn't like Darkman. You're actually saying Darkman was good?
Yeah.
Oof.
I
And
haven't
again, he
seen it.
likes Spawn, so...
What's wrong with you?
I like Spawn because I remember my childhood. And
No,
loving it
that's...
back then.
If you can't look at it
That's
objectively,
like
it's not
liking-
worth it.
That's like liking Super Mario Bros. movie.
Nobody liked
likes
that
the
movie.
Super Mario
I
Brothers
enjoy
movie.
watching it.
No. If you watch it ironically, it's fine.
I do like
What's another Sam Raimi movie?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie.
The
Oh,
one he's like
God.
snowboarding through the sky and everything with the ooze.
With Ivan Ooze.
That
Oh my
movie's great,
god.
dude.
It's okay. It's a solid...
It's just...
It's like a 6.5.
It's like a 5.5.
I had the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger show up to my 5th birthday party, okay?
Oh, dude, my childhood.
I loved the Power Rangers more than
Yeah,
anything.
I can agree. I...
Drag Me to Hell was a great movie.
Eh,
He's making Doctor Strange in the multiverse. I totally forgot about that.
no.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that.
That'll be fun.
What else did he make?
If you're gonna watch the
He produces.
who is it? What the fuck was the original one? If you watch the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you have to watch it 2, 1, 3, and that's in the order of how good they were.
Yes, in order of talent.
Yeah.
Or just... Because, like, 2, dude, the subway scene... Like, it's 2 the best superhero movie ever made.
Yeah.
Because it has all the beats...
I wouldn't say the best, but it's pretty high up
But
there
it has
for
all
me.
the story beats. Like, we see the hero... Because remember, he loses faith in himself.
Yeah.
And then he rediscovers the courage. And then we see him at his lowest point when he's getting his fucking shit pushed in by Doc Ock. But then, fuck it, a hero gets back up
Yeah.
and keeps fighting. And then he wins. And then the villain realizes he's done wrong. And Peter tries to sacrifice everything to save the villain. It's like... Boom. It's like, it's all the good... It's all
It
the
did
story
really
beats. And that scene where they're trying to take the tentacles off him is pure Raimi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
feel like
chainsaw and then the
I feel
lady's
like-
eyes
I don't think
bulging and the
Spider-Man 1
nails.
gets like the credit it deserves though.
It was a great origin story, but 2 just blows it out of the water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And 3, I do believe half of that movie is great.
No.
You
Until they get to the
literally just had this conversation 30 seconds ago.
A third of it. A third of
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Just
3
trying
is good.
defending it.
I know, it's not defending it.
If you want a great origin story, I honestly am gonna say the first Iron Man movie.
I agree, yeah. And
That's the
again,
best origin.
We're back.
Yeah,
We're going back.
it's still the same thing,
Um,
but it's like it honestly is.
What about Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern? You've never seen it.
You don't want it. Don't ever watch it.
I heard Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern might be making an appearance in the Snyder Cut.
I hope so. I hope so. Just to make it canon.
I want a Green
But
Lantern.
I don't want them to make it a joke.
Oh
No,
yeah, I want it to be
like,
serious.
No.
serious.
Ryan Reynolds and Zack Snyder could probably work very well together.
Because
I don't
Did he
doubt
make
that.
6 Underground? Zack Snyder or was that Transformers guy? It was Transformers guy.
yeah.
Michael
Yes.
Bay.
Because, like, Hal Jordan is a wisecracking ass.
Yeah.
But when the shit gets real, he is the best Green
Yeah.
Lantern. So I think Ryan Reynolds can play, like, the dumb, jokey whatever, but when shit gets serious, like he does with his
It's
Deadpool.
in the animated Death of Superman, the New 52 one,
Yeah.
where Wonder Woman actually like is a decent fucking character, and so is Green Lantern.
What they did in the New 52 with Wonder Woman is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
They made her a character.
And the fact that her and Batman are a thing, and it's not Superman and Wonder Woman. It's like fuck that shit. Let Bruce Wayne actually win one.
Yeah, but then they tried making Bruce marry Catwoman, and it was just...
What happened with that? Was that just like Catwoman just like...
It was all a ruse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when Black Cat and Spider-Man get married.
As soon as the writer ran out of his run, he left it with, okay, next writer, make him get married. And the next writer was like, fuck that, and just ruined it. Because that's how comics work.
Yeah, it's the best part of the Black Cat Spider-Man like comic run is when Venom finds Black Cat, kicks the shit out of her, and the only thing she cares about is he was married.
Yeah.
And like watching Black Cat's like entire psyche just shatter is like, wow.
I really hope they don't do the Black Cat Silver Sable movie.
They're going to, and they're gonna ruin
you
it.
know they're gonna. Dude, after that scene in the last Avengers movie, the girl power scene, I know they're just gonna fucking push like female superhero. Don't care about the plot. Female superhero, like what they did with Miss Marvel.
Or
just fucking,
the Harley Quinn.
Just ruin the character, but because it's female, we're gonna make a movie out of it. Like no one
At least, I didn't like the second one, but the second Harley Quinn movie wasn't bad.
Haven't seen it.
It was fun.
But like, there's so many good
It's not great.
female characters that you could make amazing
absolutely.
movies out of.
At least they're doing like halfway decent stuff with Wonder Woman.
You could do a
not
Doctor.
great.
You could do a Dr. Light story, where she, I think the original Dr. Light rapes her in the Watchtower, and then she gets all fucked up, and then learns to become a hero, kills the villain Dr. Light, and assumes his mantle, and becomes like one of DC's best superheroes. Dr. Light is awesome.
They're not going to do it because of that story intro.
But think about it. That's like, because every hero starts at a low point.
Why open it?
You can't, because it helps it pop easier. I don't know.
I watched them open the other one, and it was only like halfway off.
Chad's really bad at life. Okay, female superheroes you want to see in a movie.
WandaVision's going to be great.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Come on.
It's too ambitious.
No, they're going to fucking lead it to House of M.
But it's too ambitious.
They can't lead to House of M if there's no build up to it.
And there's no X-Men.
But I feel like they're going to reverse it.
They're called miracles.
I feel like they're going to reverse it, and she's going to be like, more people like me.
No.
That would be a complete bastardization of House of M.
Well, Civil War.
Because Civil War at least kind of stuck to the Civil War storyline. It was truncated, and they removed a lot of good parts of it. But like,
didn't die, and Robot Thor didn't beat up Captain America. You know, like they
I know,
missed
but
a lot.
but
of
like
key points.
they,
So your main
but they
point
like
was the airport scene.
And Spider-Man didn't reveal his identity, and Iron Man didn't use nanomachines to force the villains to fight for him. Like there was a lot.
There's a lot of cool stuff, but then they would have had like a 2-part movie, and nobody wanted.
Well, to be fair,
after the Hobbits, they're never doing a 3-part.
because that was trash.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like these Disney Plus shows might be able to.
God,
add
Disney's
more
so
story.
good. Disney's so great at making.
You want to know something shitty about Disney Plus now?
All
Any
of it.
new movie that's gonna come out on Disney Plus now, they're gonna make you pay $30 for.
You expected different?
Yeah. Hey, did you hear about Amazon Kindle? Apparently, you don't own the books you
No,
buy.
you only own a license.
Isn't that fucking banana?
It's the same thing as a video game. You only own a license
no,
for
with
it.
PlayStation, I own the fucking game.
If you own the physical copy, if you own a digital edition, it's still a license.
Because the Sirocco account is banned from PSN, but I still all own those games.
Can't
and I
play
can
them.
still, yes, I can. I can still play them.
It's
If
not
I
online.
just can't play them online. But I own the game. What happened with this woman is she got banned from the server, and all the books she bought are no longer on her Kindle.
So they're gonna go Audible.
Yep.
Or just buy a fucking book and then you own the book.
But I'm not allowed to go into bookstores because of COVID.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do you see? What I heard an interesting theory that COVID is just a way to get people to stop not shopping at Walmart, Amazon, Sam's Club, and all this stuff. It's an idea to shut down mom and pop and make us reliant on a distribution service that exists only online.
Well, it's like all the people in the Senate and the House that own all this
And it's
money
a-
and all these companies are just like, yeah, we could do this.
It's it's to further a weird like fascist. Yeah, that works.
That's close enough.
Eco-fascism or economic fascism, where like you're only allowed to buy from 3 different things, which is not capitalism. That's more akin to socialism. Like, here's the 3 things we approve. You can only buy from these 3 things.
It's a monopoly.
Yeah, and I
Well,
heard
triopoly.
that's what they're trying to do with COVID, because like COVID's killing small businesses, right? But Walmart's doing great.
But that's because the government
Everyone's
doesn't want to
ordering.
fucking actually do anything to support them.
I mean, the government tries, but the government doesn't have as much money as Walmart.
Can I just say one
The
thing?
government also doesn't decide to vet who they're giving money to. Yeah, let's give money to Mr. Beast.
They
The dude
try.
gives away billions of dollars a year.
Time out. Do you remember when we used to have that show, The Great Nerd Debate? And I said that they were going to do exactly what they're doing with WandaVision? And you're like, they'll never do that. It won't lead into the movies. They said they were going to lead WandaVision into the new MCU movies, and you're like, they won't do that.
You bring that up.
Doing it, because I was right. And you said I was
it's
wrong.
the one thing he's been
And he
right
made me lose the match, because he's like, they won't do that.
What are your
It's
other
opinion
predictions?
based.
Nostradamus?
Maybe.
Are you...
That was a joke. That was a joke.
I don't think he understood what I said.
No, you're calling me
You got it, right?
You're calling me Nostradamus.
I said, what are your predictions, Nostradamus? And you went, maybe.
Exactly. It was a joke.
But it
was a bad joke.
No.
I think you caught it
no.
after the fact.
No, Chad. That was you thinking I said something, responding.
No.
So when I said, what are your other predictions, Nostradamus?
Predictions?
Yeah, and then you went, maybe.
No, the whole WandaVision
maybe is
thing,
your other prediction?
it's leading into the multiverse stuff with Doctor Strange.
But it's not going to be... You wanted to do the whole House of M. Again, they can't do it.
They're going to bastardize it. I loved House of M.
But it kind of sucked.
It was one of the better new stories they put out there.
No.
Marvel has yet to do an event that's great since
Excuse me.
Secret Wars, I
Avengers
guess.
versus X-Men.
Avengers versus X-Men Schism.
That was trash.
X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold.
Secret Wars was
Secret
good.
Wars.
Civil War was good.
Civil
Then
War.
they put those cool new...
Skrull Invasion? Remember the Skrull Invasion? That was supposed to change the landscape. And then it just went right back to normal. Remember when Professor X died and then came back and then died and then came back and then
Jessica
died and
Drew
then came
was
back?
a Skrull.
Dude,
man.
remember when the Phoenix Force inhibited Scott Summers and it was super awesome and then he just lost it for some reason? Because Hope Summers took it over. Hey, where's Hope? What the fuck happened
She
to
doesn't
Hope
exist
Summers?
anymore.
Where's Cable? Fuck him, right? Marvel.
Do you want to know the main problem with actual comics in Marvel? There's
They suck.
too many fucking stories.
And they keep
And they
hiring...
try to... Any main story, you need to read like 20 comics and know what the fuck's going on.
You can't read 2 comics and know what's going on.
The worst part about Marvel is they keep going to websites like Tumblr and Reddit and hiring artists and writers based off how much Tumblr and Reddit gold they have.
Yeah, go find the actual artists on
Find the
Reddit.
guy
They're
who-
good.
Find the guy who actually gives a shit about the comic. Not
DC
about...
actually does have the better writing staff.
Dude, DC has the better writing staff. It has the better art staff. The problem is, it's
Yeah, but
for...
Marvel had David Finch for a while. David
DC,
Finch is great.
DC is for comic book nerds. And it's such an obscure... That's why they sell lower than Marvel. Because Marvel's for everybody. It's for the random chick who walks into a comic book shop and goes, I'm buying comics. Whereas DC nerds are like, fuck you, in the corner, like reading Superman that they've been reading for like the last 20 years.
The best Marvel storyline, I feel like, has been... is it Superior Spider-Man?
Yeah.
When Doc Ock takes over.
I fucking love Superior.
Superior was great because it was just fucking fun. It was just fun.
Like, Doc Ock finally realizes, wow, Spider-Man's, like, super
And he
powerful.
fucking makes the ultimate sacrifice in the end, where he's like, I can't beat this person, I need Peter to.
Not
Switches his brain.
Yeah.
Not even that I can't beat this person, it's you're the better person, Peter.
You're the better Spider-Man.
You need to exist,
Yeah.
not me. And he willingly...
And didn't they cop out of that and make him be his own person again?
No. Doc Ock's gone.
Yeah, but I thought they made him another...
Maybe they did.
Until they make, like, a
No, there's a
Kism.
new
and then-
Doc Ock hero, Spider-Man. He's off in, like, a different state or something.
That's gay as shit.
I don't think so. I think you're
No,
thinking,
you're
like,
thinking
multiverse.
of Scarlet Spider. He's down in Austin.
No.
No, isn't Scarlet Spider 2099?
2099 is Miguel
No,
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Scarlet Spider is the guy who wears the blue with the red.
What the hell's his name?
Okay.
He's hanging out down in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
He's a great Spider-Man because like an old lady's crossing the street
And he's like, I can help you.
and he's like yelling at her from a building and she won't move, so he swings down and stops the truck and she's like, "Thank you, Spider-Man," and he turns around and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's Ben Riley.
You didn't see the truck coming?"
Is it Ben Riley?
Ben Riley is.
There's not a
Scarlet
different one
Spider.
now? Good, they kept it Ben Riley.
They kept it Ben.
For now.
Yeah, until some writer decides otherwise. I think the best Marvel storyline that I read recently is the one where Deadpool figures out that they're cloning the Avengers in North Korea. Oh, it's not
That's funny. That's fine. I'd read it.
Turns out Deadpool has a wife and kid that he didn't remember about living in North Korea.
Oh, okay.
So that's his whole mission, is to go find them, and Wolverine and Cap team up with him. Because, like, who else knows Deadpool better than Wolverine and Cap?
Yeah.
Deadpool's a failed superhuman experiment, so Cap relates to him. Deadpool is a failed mutant, so Wolverine with the healing factor, so Wolverine relates to him. So they go to North Korea
That's a
to find
bloody
his
cop
wife.
movie if I've ever seen
Dude,
one.
it's such a good book. They go to North Korea to figure out where Deadpool's family is. It turns out that North Korea's been cloning like bad versions of the Avengers and just executing people in like work camps and all this stuff. So the three of them bust it all up. Deadpool finally finds the scientist. He's like, "Where's my wife and kids?" And the scientist is like, "I killed them months ago." And then Deadpool's like, "Wait outside." So Wolverine waits outside, and the guy like calls the North Korean military, and he's like, "Help, help, help, Deadpool's here." And the military's like, "We're not advancing." And they go, "Why?" And then it just shows a panel of Cap standing with, like, you know how he does the spread leg with the fucking shield? And all the entire North Korean military, and they're like, "We're not going near it."
It's like, nah.
Yeah, it's just Captain
What
America.
comic is this?
Oh, it's this great Deadpool Cap and Wolverine comic. It came out like maybe 5 years ago.
I'll have to look for it.
Best Deadpool story.
I wish instead of doing comics, they did it like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. Like, they made a fucking solid book once a month.
But it's one writer writing Naruto. The problem with comics is you'll get a run for like 3 weeks and then someone else will take over. Unless you're a Dan Slott and they give you Spider-Man for a couple years. Or who's the guy who did a fuck ton of Green Lantern? Jeff Johns. Jeff Johns did Lantern for like a decade. He's like responsible for the War of the Rings, the Sinestro Corps, the Spectrum, all that shit. Blackest Night, like that's all Jeff Johns.
Oh, Blackest Night was good.
Blackest Night was great.
Do you know what I think it's funny about the movies? Back in the day, I was always like, why can't Disney just have X-Men?
And now they
Now
do.
I'm like, fuck, I don't want X-Men being in this. Because I want
Well, actually,
these
Disney
single movies.
Disney
not
back
coming
then
out.
having X-Men, because like Disney used to make rated R movies under Touchstone.
Yeah.
Like it used to be a thing.
They can do that under Fox.
But they're not gonna, because now they're Disney. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's
Sorry.
20th Century Pictures now.
Yeah, it's no.
Their Fox thing is 20th.
I thought they got rid of the 20th and they're just calling it Century Pictures.
No, 20th Century
They're
Pictures.
keeping 20th,
Yeah,
but it's not the 20th century anymore.
that's what they're doing.
21st.
They need to remake the Blues Brothers.
No.
Oh god.
I know.
They would. Oh right, who would they remake it with?
Oh god.
Michael B. Jordan and Seth Rogen.
Probably.
No, Tessa Thompson and Seth Rogen.
Oh god.
And it would be all about female empowerment. Just missing the point of a fun comedy.
You could never make the Blues Brothers now.
No.
You couldn't make the Blues Brothers. You couldn't make Spaceballs. You couldn't make Blazing Saddles.
They're actually remaking Blazing
Are you
Saddles.
fucking kidding me?
I am not kidding you. But guess what? It stars animals, and they're samurais, not cowboys.
This is what I think.
I'm not joking. I'm not fucking joking. I can't believe you haven't heard of this.
Is Mel Brooks still alive? He's still alive.
He's still alive, but I think he's senile because there's no way he would let this
No.
happen. Unless the script is the greatest thing in the world.
It's not gonna
But
be.
there's no way. you
That's
can
like
get
the
away-
asshole who was like, you know what movie needs to be made? It was on Broadway for the longest time. Cats.
And that movie.
What the fuck?
Cats
forget-
should have been a mediocre success.
They forgot to texture
It should have
Judi
been a-
Dench's suit, so when it went to theatrical release, people were like, "She's just wearing green. What's happening?"
Well, there are scenes where you just see like
That-
their hands too.
It definitely
It's
should have
fucked
been
up.
a solid, like, a shitty B-roll movie that everyone laughed at, and then they would have made a bunch of
It
money
should
with
have
it.
been cats, but instead of cats, they should have been people.
Yeah, and it would have been fine.
Yeah, would have been fine. Oh, did you hear they're doing a prequel to Grease?
Why?
They made Grease 2 and ruined fucking Grease.
Grease 2 is okay,
This
but
one kind of sucks.
Grease 1's great. But they're gonna do the
He's
prequel
right.
about how John Travolta and I forget her name meet. Which, if you watch the movie, the opening song is how they met.
Yeah, they met in summer.
Summer lovin', feeling so
Like, they
good.
fucked on the beach, and that was about it.
Right, but now they're gonna make an entire movie about them fucking
They're gonna
on the
ruin
beach. Yeah, and there's gonna be something about. It's not gonna be.
First of all,
Wasn't the woman...
It's gonna be the next La La Land. It's probably made by the guy who made La La Land.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. But the whole point of Grease is he's
He
a
gets
tough
so mad at
greaser, and she's a fucking.
Australian
And
prep.
then they realize, hey man, I don't have to appease my friends. I can just love you.
And then they switched roles, and then they were
Right.
like, we're gonna fuck, and then they fly off in a car.
They switch roles, and he's like, no, I didn't like you because you were a slut, so I'm gonna go bang this slut that I used to bang. And she's like, well, I don't like you because you're a prep now, so I'm gonna go bang this prep I wanted to bang. And then they realized that they just wanted to bang each other for who they were.
And then they fly off in a magic car.
No, that's
No.
the first Grease.
The second Grease is some kid on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Is apparently cool on a motorcycle.
Wait, are you thinking of Crybaby?
No, it's Grease 2.
Okay.
He drives around. This should be on a forced watch. Is Grease 2. We should all force watch and then fucking berate it.
I saw Grease 2 once.
Yep.
And I was like, I am okay with this. You know, I wasn't
It's like, I'm okay not watching this ever again.
What's the one movie that if they remake it, you'll just be like heartbroken?
Blazing
They
Saddles.
already did it. The Thing. They already killed my baby.
The thing is when they're in
Antarctica.
Yeah, and it like pops open the chest. That was some awesome practical effects.
Guess what they did? They remade it with digital
And ruined
effects.
You know what else is awesome? Our Chris and Chad Spectacular.
Oh, come on, it's not. What else did they remake? They remade the first Friday the 13th and fucked it up.
The new Halloween
No, they
wasn't
didn't
bad.
remake the first Friday the 13th. They just made another Friday the 13th.
But it was supposed to be the first one.
They didn't make another one with the mother.
They call it a C-boot, a soft
Did they
reboot.
get a Halloween?
No, Halloween was a soft reboot as well.
But that wasn't a bad one.
That one was great. That little black kid fucking sold the goddamn movie. I don't know who that kid was,
But he needs a contract.
but all of it was ad-lib and all of it was fucking funny.
Did you like the Rob Zombie one at all?
No.
That was a hard no on you guys.
Yeah, there's never going to be a point where I'd say yes.
Do you want to spend 90 minutes on his backstory and then 20 minutes where he's killing people? No? Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Do you guys
know?
agree? We might get flack for this. Rob Zombie's not a good filmmaker.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
What was the one?
House of a Thousand Corpses.
No, the other one. The one with the
What other
three-
piece of shit?
3 undead people or whatever.
They're the same characters in the movies, I think.
Oh, well then I guess it's House of a Thousand.
No, there's another
Lords
one.
of Salem. Isn't that
That's
supposed to be the
newest
good one?
right?
Well, what's the one before Lord?
House of a Thousand Corpses was supposed to be the best one.
You know what we need to watch is UA Bowl's Rampage.
What?
It's a guy who goes to get Starbucks and the guy makes it wrong, so he comes back in body armor with machine guns and just starts killing everybody.
I wouldn't be surprised if that would happen.
It's-
Some fuckface is like, you didn't get my Frappuccino right.
Have you seen Killdozer, that documentary on Netflix? It's pretty much what it is. The guy takes a bulldozer and turns it into a tank, and the cops are like, well, just wait for him to run out of gas, I guess.
It's like, that's not
Have
happening.
you seen God Bless America?
That movie's... Bobcat Goldthwait directed
I
that.
love that movie.
That one's pretty great.
There's this guy just decides to start killing people, and there's a scene in the movie theater where there are people talking, he just pulls out a gun and just kills them.
Yeah.
He's just tired of everybody's shit.
Because,
so
like,
something bad
his
happens.
neighbor's an abusive drunk, and the baby's always crying, and, like, people cut him, and he's just, like, an unassuming guy who one day is just like, you know what?
Fuck it.
I'm gonna start killing mean people. And he just starts killing only mean people.
Yeah, fine, fuck
Won't
it.
kill
Let's go
anyone
with it.
who's innocent. Like, not Defendor. Super. Yeah,
Super was
yeah.
great.
No cutting in line! And he cracks that guy's skull open with
Have
a
you seen
pipe wrench.
Super?
No.
It's the guy who
Ooh,
played
Dwight.
Dwight from The Office.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
No, you
And
like
Ellen
Anne
Page.
Yeah,
Oh, alright,
I almost call it Anne Hathaway. God damn. I have Anne Hathaway on the mind.
You know-
Witches coming out.
No. Anne Hathaway's a bad actress.
Thank you!
No, watch Colossal. He won't watch Colossal. But
I
she was
will watch
great.
Colossal when you stop recommending it and I see it on Amazon and go, ooh.
Do you know what movie's fucking garbage and ruins an entire
The
like
third
lineage? No, but you're right. The Muppets movie.
Ooh,
she in that?
I didn't
Yeah,
even
we.
see.
Which one though? The first
The
one.
newest
The
one.
Jason Segel one.
The first one with Jason Segel was fun.
Nicole and I watched it.
Wait, Muppets Take Manhattan?
No, it's literally just called The Muppets,
No,
and the whole
they
story.
Made, like,
Is it
Sort of-
recent?
they made like
Okay,
2 or 3
if it's
Probably like
recent,
10 years.
I haven't seen any. I've seen the 80s and the 90s Muppet.
Those are the
Jason
only ones you
Segel
need to
one
watch.
wasn't bad.
They weren't good.
Dude, the Frog Prince Muppet movie
First of all,
might be
yeah.
the best Frog
Muppet
Prince
Christmas
story.
Carol
Oh, that's one of the
Amazing.
best. Yeah.
and
Muppets Take Manhattan.
Oh, what the fuck is it?
Frog Prince is really great.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island's
Yes.
fucking great.
what the hell is the song? The Beach Boys song.
Aruba,
Jamaica,
ooh, I wanna take
I
it to
fucking
Bermuda,
love that song. Dude.
Bahama,
Come on, pretty mama.
Key
That's my Kermit
Largo,
song.
Montego.
That's actually pretty cool.
Baby, why don't
Alright,
we
no,
go
you're
down
right.
to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll
I
take Take
Stop. We're
it
gonna get
slow.
fucking. We're gonna get copyrighted.
That's
No, it's so bad they're not gonna fucking claim it. They're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Do you know how that song got written? So he went to the dentist, and the dentist was like, we have to replace all your teeth, and it was this ridiculous bill, and he was like, okay, here's the rights to this song I just wrote, and it happened to be Kokomo, and now the dentist is like a millionaire because of that song, and he's like, fuck.
A depressing song is fucking Pina Colada.
Yeah.
Do you know what's surprising? Beach Boys are great.
They're okay.
No, Beach Boys, if you know their history, are fucking...
Especially you have the one that loved Charlie Manson.
What they did is they took the Beach Boys and went, you're going to be the Beatles. And they're like, yo, we're not the Beatles. And they go, here's a bunch of sheets of acid. We're going to lock you in this house. If you try to leave the house, we'll beat the shit out of you and force you back in the house. You're going to take all this acid and you're going to make an album. And that album is called Pet Sounds. And it's the most insane, depressing, crazy thing you'll ever hear. And then you go, man, the Beach Boys had it rough. And then you start hearing all their songs about hanging out and having fun. And you're like, oh, Beach Boys are great. I like the Beach Boys a lot.
That's because they remember those times on acid, and they were like...
No, they were writing it before the acid. That's the tragic part, you know?
You know what else is great?
Well, have
John.
fun.
Elton John?
Elton
Yeah,
John's
he's
great,
good.
too.
Yeah.
I saw that movie that he's in with the guys with the glasses.
Or no, is that his biopic?
No, I didn't
With
see
Taron
that.
Egerton?
They're like super spies and they dress like nerds. Kingsman. He's in the second Kingsman.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I've only seen that scene.
Kingsman 2 kind of sucked, but Ellen John.
I think the first Kingsman was good just for that bar fight scene. The one everyone knows, it was really well filmed.
Yeah, and the church scene was in the first one.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
But I liked it. It was fun, and then you got the princess at the end.
Oh, fuck, can we stop with the whole, he gets the princess in the end. Just don't make him fucking happy in the end. Just fucking leave it as it is.
That type of movie, you need to make it cheesy like that.
They're
Yeah, but lean into it.
The trope of saving the princess is like it's the heart of the modern myth. It's why the hero goes on his journey.
Yeah, but go watch The Princess Bride. That's a better version.
But it's still him saving the princess.
Yeah, but at least like that one is like
no, they do a lot more characterization. Yeah. Yes.
No, but the best thing about the first Kingsman is he fucking saves the princess out of nowhere and he marries her. And he gets
at least
the
he
princess.
married her. A lot of guys just bang the princess. Link just
leave.
bangs the princess and
the
moves on.
second
no, he
movie's
tries
him
to. She
dealing with-
friend zones.
No, but the second movie's him dealing with being married to the princess, which is hilarious because he's trying to like be proper and everything.
Because he wants to hang
He's
himself.
just a fucking hoodlum from.
What's that Sandra
whatever.
Bullock movie where she finds out she's a princess?
It's
You're
not.
thinking of Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Princess Diaries.
Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
That movie sucked.
That
Yeah.
that and Anne Hathaway's a bad actress.
Yeah, she is.
Fuck off of. Anne Hathaway.
Sandra Bullock is a decent
Were
actress.
those words?
I love it. I don't know why I like Anne Hathaway so much.
Sandra
Did you
Bullock.
want to put it in her peener?
I found that funny. I found that so funny for some reason. Sandra Bullock is a personal favorite actress of mine.
I go
Nah.
back and forth with her.
The only
Like
Sandra Bullock I
Miss
like is
Congeniality.
I will never say she's a bad actress, but I'll never say she's a good actress. If she's in a movie, I'm like, oh, you'll nail it, you know. But
The first Miss Congeniality was good.
and then Pretty in Pink too, right?
No,
Pretty in Pink was
the guy from 2.5 Men.
that blonde chick. What's
Yeah.
her name? She was great. Legally Blonde too, right? Am I thinking of the same thing?
No.
No, Pretty in Pink had that girl.
That one.
That one woman, you know, with the tits.
Hey, you guys seen Conan?
Which one?
Talking
You
all
guys are
these
making a
chick
Conan
flicks.
TV show on Netflix?
If it was, I can't even say Amazon anymore because like even Amazon is totally pausing all their fucking.
Oh, The
Like-
Boys is still pretty fucked.
Dude,
They have to tone
They
it back.
literally can't do some of the
this
stuff that they have.
season of The Boys sucks.
I like it.
It sucks.
I haven't watched it.
They have. Okay, check it out. Who are your favorite characters of season 1?
I haven't watched it.
Oh, you haven't.
I don't
watched
have
it all?
Amazon.
Who are your favorite characters of season 1?
Homelander and Butcher.
Okay, guess what? Neither one really gets a story arc. Instead, they focus specifically on Frenchie and MM.
Homelander has a story arc.
Yeah, but his story arc is just a repeat of season 1.
Butcher has a story arc.
What's his story arc?
His story arc is Styak. God, fucking
Yeah?
drunk
What's
guy
his
that
story
guy.
arc?
He comes back into the group,
No. What's his arc? Don't tell me his plot. Tell me his arc.
getting over himself. and
Okay,
becoming
just
a
like
better
season
person.
1? Sick
No,
story.
season 1 he was still badass for the whole thing.
Oh, I know,
He
right?
didn't get soft at all.
Now he's a subdued badass, and that's way more entertaining, right?
Wait till the end.
The badass
when
who
he finds
cares.
out. No, all right. Let's spoil it. Spoilers on the last.
Who gives a fuck if you don't
When
watch
he
it on
finds
Amazon?
out Homelander took the kid, and the girl's gonna go back to him and be like, "He took him."
Yeah.
Butcher's gonna be like, "Fuck it."
No, he's not. He hates soups.
Yeah, he's gonna go fucking kill Homelander.
Why, though?
And instead of killing Homelander, he's gonna fucking find a way to kill what's her name.
Frenchie and MM and the girl are infinitely more interesting than every other member on the cast. Hands down. Starlight, Huey, and Butcher. Okay, Butcher's only tanking because they keep having him hang out with Starlight and Huey are the worst parts of the show. I actively, and you know how I get on people for pulling up their phones when they're watching. How many times do I
I
yell?
thought you were making fun of him.
No.
For a second, I'm like,
I had to deal with fucking
No,
work
we're
things.
doing
It's
a
not
I
podcast.
thought it was just convenient.
No, I mean it did.
It was-
Yeah,
As
like
soon
the
as
timing
he pulled
was
your
just
phone up,
like.
I was like, I don't know if you saw the micro like
Yeah, I
expression
did.
where it's
And I
like,
know
"Damn
what
it."
he's gonna say. I hate when people pull their phones out, but I'm pulling my phone out watching The Boys season 2.
Yeah, that's exactly because Chad, me and Chad will be watching a movie, and this is Chad watching a movie,
Not always.
and I'll go, "Did you get that?" And I'll go, "Yeah."
I can't fucking stand that.
I hate that more than anything.
Just fuck. If you're gonna watch a movie, watch a fucking movie. If
Especially-
not, do something else.
Especially if it's a movie, I'm like, "Yo, dude, you need to sit down and watch this," and you're just.
Oh, what is it? It's the one where they're all psychopaths.
Seven Psychos,
No.
Usual Suspects,
It's an older one. He's got like the paint on his eyes.
dead.
No, he's got the black hat too, and it's like the group of all like the crazy kids. Why the fuck can't I think of the
Johnny
name of this
Depp?
one? No.
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, you go.
Clockwork Orange.
You have to watch Clockwork. You can't
They have
fucking.
white hats, they have white hats.
They wear the bowler hats and the white.
Yeah, they're black.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
They're all-
You
they're
can't
all
fucking text on your
chill
phone when you
violets.
watch that movie. You have to watch the movie.
That's one of those movies where I do not want to do a review of because
I watch Clockwork Orange.
Everybody will hate you no
I
matter
watched
what.
Clockwork Orange on mushrooms with my older brother
fuck, dude.
and
Did
Meg
Andrew do it?
and Megan.
Were they doing it?
We
or
were
no?
all on mushrooms together.
That movie had to have fucked
And-
you
And I got up and walked out of the room, not because the movie was bad,
because it was fucking.
because
with
they
you.
were just annoying the shit out of me because it was like, just fucking watch the movie. And then I was like, all right, fuck it, I can't handle it. And then I guess Megan fucked off and Andrew just wound up watching the movie by himself. And then when it was over, he came over to me and he was like, dude, that was really fucked up. And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's a fucked up
fucking
movie.
Clockwork Orange, bro. That's why I wanted you to watch it. It's
You can tell I don't give a fuck about something, especially with YouTube when I'm playing a game on my phone and it's just like you know I don't care at that point. It's like just do whatever the fuck you want.
I just
I-
have.
I
I have.
own-
Honest.
I own a first edition Clockwork Orange book with the glossary in the back that tells you what all the words mean.
Honestly,
I own that. It's in my library.
most of the time, if you see me looking at my phone, I'm not looking at anything. It's just a weird twitch, like.
Yes, it's
fidget
called
thing I have.
addiction.
Yeah, you're addicted to your mobile device.
Yeah, but I
Hey,
go
Chad,
to
are
the
you-
stores on my phone all the time.
Are you addicted to anything besides cigarettes in your phone and alcohol and sugar?
Sugar maybe. Oh god.
I'm addicted to Star Trek. Anytime Star Trek's on in an area, I stop whatever I'm doing and sit down and watch it.
So at my work, everybody kind of like loves Star Wars.
You work in the tech sector.
Yeah,
of
but
course.
everyone loves Star Wars, and I was like, you know what's better than Star Wars? Star Trek, and I instantly got removed from the group chat, and they were like, anybody else want to say it? They added me back 5 minutes later, and everybody was dying laughing. I'm like,
And that's where you go. Wrath of Khan is the best sci-fi movie ever made.
oh,
And then you
absolutely.
just start a fist fight.
That's because Star Trek is fucking just dumb.
I love when people are like, dude, the Enterprise D would totally lose to a Star Destroyer.
Star Wars is dumb.
And it's like, first off, Star Destroyers only have shields.
I think.
I
if
mean,
you-
come on.
I
like,
think if you
fuck,
go on
just
Amazon,
teleport a fucking torpedo to their bridge and blow it up like Harry Kim did.
I think if you go on Amazon, you can buy all the Star Trek movies, like the old ones, for
I
like
have-
$20.
I have them all on VHS and I have them all on Blu-ray.
Dude, the PlayStation 5 coming out, you can watch it on 4K Blu-ray. I'm
Will it
so
look good? Did you actually?
God,
I saw
yeah.
an article saying historians are super upset that 4K is going to become the new standard because all the films from like World War I, World War II, and older.
You can't remaster them.
Exactly, so they aren't going to play right. It's going to look weird, and all the historians are like, "Don't make it standard, make it optional."
That's why tube TVs are fucking expensive as shit now.
Yeah, Chad was
Well,
like,
We were looking at.
he was
tube
like, "I
TVs.
want to buy a CRT," and I was like,
Why?
I was like, "Are you prepared to spend
Tell me
$1,000?"
to get a VHS player.
No.
Why not?
I
Just
want.
fucking it's gonna look like shit, but it'll at least look better than our fucking 900-pound CRT.
Who cares?
You fucking carry it down the stairs.
No,
Fine.
just get a
fucking ripped.
listen. I mean, I got a buddy who has a bookcase probably from that wall to where the bathroom is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves completely with like VHS classics, and it's like when we would hang out, it would just be like, let's watch Eraserhead today, you know, and just like put it in and watch.
It's a good movie.
So that's the thing. Like, I like watching the old movies, like in the actual frame they were supposed to be in.
The shitty 4x3.
Yeah, 4x3, not
16 by 9.
16 by 9. 16 by 9 is great for modern movies, but the 4x3, you know.
I like the new 16 by 10. Like,
Is that a thing?
yeah, so like if this is a 16 by 10 screen, so like when you expand it, it covers the whole screen.
Right.
It's
So
dope.
instead of having 16 by 9, which would be like the inch of
It's got the shitty black bars. Yeah, and like
My
it's not bad, but
My problem with taking 4x3 and then extending it to 16.9 is in 4x3 you can see stuff that's going like out of frame, and then they expand it and it takes the stuff that's happening on the periphery because it needs to expand the central image.
well, some TVs are good like that where they'll still keep it in that 4x3 aspect ratio, but they just expand.
But then
the
you
way
get
it looks.
pixelated as fuck, and it looks like it's 60-30.
I'd
you know?
rather deal with that at least.
Yeah,
It's
there's a lot
better
of
than-
things where like you look at the picture and it's just wide. And it's
Yeah.
like an
Well, on most
uncomfortable
TVs
wide.
you can like adjust the frame size, so at that
That's
point,
why I watch TMC all the time, because they have it figured out, and they're playing like black and white movies from the 40s.
I'm
And
gonna play
it looks-
Monster Hunter World tonight.
That you sound like that's a problem. I'm gonna go home.
It is because Fatalis and Altran are both kicks in the cock. Dude, yeah, they're bad.
Are you excited for the Monster Hunter movie?
No. Have you seen? Go watch the
No.
fucking trailer for that.
Yeah.
It's a dumpster
It's,
fire.
what's
You know what's
his-
sad about that movie? Tony Jaa's in it.
Of
I don't
course
give
he
a
is.
fuck.
Tony Jaa. Did you see Tony Jaa wants to make another blaxploitation film?
What?
Of course he does.
So you know how
Tony Jaa?
what did I say?
I almost farted. It almost turned out to be poop too.
Tony Jaa.
Yeah, the black martial artist guy.
No. You're thinking of Michael.
I'm thinking about the guy who did Black Dynamite.
No, Tony
Black
Jaa.
Dynamite.
Tony Jaa is fucking the Muay Thai guy.
So who am I
He was in
thinking?
Unbog, The Protector.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, the guy who makes Black Dynamite.
Spike Lee.
No.
Who made Black Dynamite?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen Black Dynamite? Dynamite.
I know it is.
Dynamite.
I threw that shit before it came in the room. Like, I fucking love that movie. But the guy who made Black Dynamite wants to make another like film in that 70s blaxploitation kind of vibe, like Blackula and stuff like that.
Of
He wants to
course.
do it again. No, dude. The way he does it is his parody is perfect.
Yeah, as long as it's parody. Like I don't want it to be.
You've seen Black Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
There's your homework. Go home and watch Black Dynamite.
It's like I won't.
Probably not.
You guys are not leaving tonight until we watch Black Dynamite.
I have to leave.
Well, Black Dynamite also has an anime that appeared on
Yeah.
Adult Swim. You watch the anime, right? Yeah, that vibe where it's like 70s, like Dynamite.
Yeah.
Anytime he does it, yeah, they made that, but in a movie with
Oh,
real
alright,
actors.
cool.
It's the exact same vibe. Bullhorns in it.
Wow,
creep horns
alright.
in- Yeah, it's just that, but there's a part where Black Dynamite's talking about he was in Vietnam and he was told to burn a village, and he walked in a tent and there was this little Chinese boy laying there with missing limbs, and he was speaking, I don't know, Chinese or something.
She's like, no, what the fuck else is it supposed to be speaking?
Yeah, but he was like, when I was in Vietnam, serving in Vietnam. He says Vietnam like 3 times. and
speaking
then some-
Chinese or
and then
something.
Some little Chinese boy speaking Chinese, and I burnt him good, and it smelled like Chinese food. And you're like, wait, what are you saying, Black Dynamite? And then it just cuts back to the
Yeah.
movie with no explanation.
No, fuck.
Or like he's doing kung fu and the phone rings and he picks up the phone. God damn it, Grandma! What did I say about calling me during kung fu? It's just
His grandmother would definitely kick the shit out of him.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Sorry, Grandma." You know, it's just the best shit. It's self-aware black humor. You know what I mean?
We'll do a
Like Soul
video on
Plane.
that soon.
Like Soul Plane is self-aware black humor. It's so good.
And then they tried to do that with what is it? The brother movie, Undercover Brother.
Undercover Brother.
They tried to do it with that movie, and it was like,
Yeah.
no,
Ugh.
don't make this.
That mayonnaise joke doesn't hold up either.
It doesn't make any sense because I
It doesn't.
fucking hate mayo. So when everyone's like, "Why would you put mayo on your food?" It's like,
I like
"Ah."
Miracle Whip.
It's all this
I used to hang out with this kid who had
Miracle Whip is better.
I used to hang out with this kid who had an extreme aversion to like white condiments, ranch, mayo.
Why ranch and blue cheese are
Right?
bomb?
Right? And turns out he was gay.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, you thought of it like cum, and you hated the idea of eating cum because you were in the closet, and now you're gay. So do you like mayo?
So
And he was like,
cream
nah,
pie.
it's gross. I was like, oh, all right.
Do you remember the guy? Oh, I wouldn't call him a guy. He was a kid. He came to the Cranston Geno's with his mom all the time. He'd always fight with his mom. But he would get the burger where he'd make you put mayonnaise on the burger, make you put it on the bun, and like grill it and put more mayonnaise.
Oof.
Probably.
Big old fat motherfucker.
He wasn't even like really. He was just super out of shape. You could tell he like played video games in his basement all day, and like he would always get in a fight with his mom and just sit
Like
at separate. He would sit at separate tables because he got in a fight with his mom and eat his mayonnaise soaked burger. Like he would get mad if you didn't put enough mayonnaise on it, and he would make you cook the burger with mayonnaise on it.
You ever seen those
Do
people?
that with mustard. What's wrong with you? Not
people
mayonnaise.
that dip their pizza in ranch?
Yeah, it's delicious.
No, only the crust. Especially if Here's the thing: if there's not enough sauce where you can actually like eat the crust with fucking any kind of sauce on it, it's a shitty breadstick. Give me more sauce.
What I like to do when I buy a pizza from like
You're a
Domino's is I take like a stick of butter, put it in the microwave for 30 seconds, pour it on the pizza, put the pizza in the microwave for like 30 seconds.
What are you talking about?
Just what I do to food.
No, repeat.
Is this serious? Are you serious?
No!
I was about to say, it's like, what the fuck is wrong
You
with
guys
you?
said you put ranch on your pizza.
No,
so
you don't put ranch
I
on
was
your
like,
pizza.
What's the next grossest? I don't know, a cup of butter? Like,
I mean, I prefer blue cheese to ranch if we're being honest. Dude, a solid buffalo
Butter your
chicken.
bacon, boy.
butter your bacon, boy. But Dad,
I miss Holton. My heart hurts.
they're feeding the bacon grease to the dog. And it's like.
How long are we right now?
I don't know, like an hour and 20? Yeah. The audacity
Is there
also
anything
commits
else you want to
seppuku.
talk about?
There's
Like-
plenty of.
Like within the first 30 seconds, audacity commits seppuku.
I think we got
So I'm
one of
just
my
gonna-
topics today.
Download it.
Well, what else do you want to talk about?
Just fucking read one of them off. Are they any good?
Pick the one you think we can rant about.
Oh god. Pick the one that doesn't involve Trump.
Dragon Ball.
Oh god.
How do we fix Dragon Ball?
No, before we get into there, what in your honest opinions ruined Dragon Ball for you?
Dragon Ball GT.
Power levels.
Yup.
Explain.
Power levels. The second it stopped. Okay, what made Goku a great character in Dragon Ball?
The fact that it was martial arts and he was trying to get better than the other assholes.
But remember, with the very first couple episodes with Bulma, he's just powerhousing his way through everything. He just runs in and hits you once and you're knocked out.
Until.
He runs into Tao Pai Pai. Gets
Oh, you're talking original DB.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
talking original.
Okay.
Yeah, he's starting from the beginning.
I'm starting from the beginning.
I was just thinking Dragon Ball Z. I was like, oh fuck
In
it.
my opinion, I don't care if anybody says Dragon Ball is the perfect anime.
No.
Oh, Dragon Ball is the perfect story arc.
You don't think so?
Oh, dude, it's
Cowboy
You
really...
didn't even finish Dragon
Cowboy
Ball.
Bebop.
Okay. You're comparing apples to oranges. You
No,
cannot
I'm
compare.
not saying.
Well, they're animes.
But you cannot compare.
He just said
No.
animes. He didn't say anything specific.
No,
so
I'm
I
not
took that to
saying-
my own right.
I am not saying it's better than anything. I'm just saying, story-wise,
It
it's
is
made perfectly.
not a perfect anime.
It is one of the best.
Okay, so a perfect anime.
And
Yeah.
I would not say Cowboy Bebop is a perfect anime because
I don't know why you think this. It's amazing.
I love it.
Oh, the stories in the last episode. If you're a retard and you can't into subtext,
Just watch the intro. It will make your life better.
I just love.
Literally, the
Dude,
audio of the intro
my
just makes your life
high
better.
school jazz band played Tank
Yup.
in the auditorium.
Dude, that's awesome.
And I remember me and my buddy Dietrich, we skipped class to go to this jazz band concert just to skip class.
Thanks for the like.
Just to skip class. We weren't expecting anything, and then we hear...
And you're like, I'm
And-
sorry?
What? And like we sat up in our seat, and like they start playing, and me and him, only two, giving a standing ovation. And the guy playing the sax like gave us like, yeah. And we were like, we see, we get it. And
To be
everyone
fair-
else was like, what the fuck was that? And it was like, you don't get it.
It's
You
like,
don't
you're all
fucking
uncultured
get it."
assholes.
To be fair, that is a trigger to him. Every time I say something like that, he gets very upset.
Yeah, it's because you're wrong.
Yeah, because you're just wrong. Yeah, do you ever notice when people say dumb things, I get really triggered? Like, you can have your opinion about whatever you want, but if it's factually
But hey,
incorrect...
So you don't like at all power levels, finding out power levels stronger so they have
No.
to build to it?
No, because...
Or do you like more of the human
Because
thing where they have
what
to
they
find
do
themselves?
with Kwee in the Majin Buu saga, where he's like, I I trained on a planet that has 3 times Earth's gravity. Are you feeling weak? And then Vegeta goes, we train on planets that have 3,000 Earth's gravity. And then Quiki goes, oh, how is this fair? And you, the viewer, are supposed to go, you're right, that is pretty fucking stupid. That is pretty fucking stupid. That just because, oh, when we lose, we get stronger, so our power level's astronomically higher, therefore, the only thing that can beat us is a universe-ending threat, but we fight on Earth? So, like, my punch could blow Earth up, so...
Like, how did Vegeta and Goku in Super Saiyan 2, when Vegeta's Majin, how did they not fucking obliterate the planet?
How did the universe not die?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, now we have to make the gods.
Right, and then what's about the gods?
Fucking Moro Planet Eater.
Because eventually, Goku's gonna get stronger than the gods.
Goku's essentially as strong as the god.
Right.
If not stronger at this point.
And then what's past the guy that's, how about everyone just peaks, and that's where you are. And it's like, yo, Krillin may not be tough, motherfucker's smart, though.
Well,
yeah, late 18, let's go.
They tried to do that in Super, where they made
17.
Krillin go into it, and he was actually like a good fighter when he was fighting Goku.
Then why did they make Tien such a bitch?
No, that's the problems with Dragon
Tien
Ball.
was the only one in Super that kept up his training. So why the fuck was he the weakest? It's because Japan hates Chinese people. That's all it is.
The censorship. He's Tibetan. You can't go with him.
Who the fuck, Chad? Why is your phone going nuts?
Fine.
Probably,
What is your biggest complaint?
probably
with
a
Dragon Ball?
woman. Who? Me?
Yeah.
Mine's power levels. I fucking hate, it's just so stupid. Goku is astronomically stronger than everyone else.
Yeah, there's way too high of a power creep.
So,
Like, it wasn't a power... It didn't, incrementally get harder. It was like, yeah, he beat Vegeta, and then he beat Frieza. What's stronger than Frieza? I don't know, someone that just obliterates the cosmos.
they literally had to make Super Kamidogu go, okay, Krillin, you can be in the story now. Okay, Gohan, you can be in the story now. You know what I mean? They had to do that to Gohan twice. He had to go see 2 different mystics just to be able to be relevant in the story.
Yeah, and they made one of the mystics wait for, fucking 18 chapters, because it was
just to do a dance.
Yeah, a shitty dance.
To go into that, the new manga almost fucking did it with Vegeta, finding out new techniques. Then they're like, oh no, Ultra Instinct.
Yeah! Ugh.
Here's the thing. If they actually decided to, work on Vegeta, I would really like to see... Vegeta be on par with him, but it's not going to happen.
I still think Vegeta's going to be the hero.
No.
I think Super Saiyan was the worst thing that happened to DBZ.
No, Super Saiyan 3.
Super Saiyan 3 sucked.
No. Super Saiyan in general. Because it just became like wind mode.
No, Super Saiyan, it was that thing that was supposed to be, the imaginary thing.
Granted, when Goku goes Super Saiyan to kill Vegeta is some of the hypest shit in is some of the hypest shit in the world.
Wow, I let my fucking anime nerd come out. Can't do that again.
No, it's fine. I think it should have peaked when Goku is going Kaioken times 10 and trying to Kamehameha Vegeta, and Vegeta's doing everything he can with Gaklik, and they collide, and it's even, and it should have been, okay, there's the power levels.
Yep.
Now work on technique. Goku's supposed to be the underdog. If he can just Ultra Instinct whenever he wants, how the fuck is he the underdog? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the problem with Ultra Instinct, and I don't know how they're going to handle it.
Oh, they'll just come up with a new villain that can counter it.
Who has, Mega Instinct.
His power level's higher than Goku's, then he can go Ultra Mega Instinct?
That's where I'm coming on the actual topic of how could you fix...
You don't.
You need to reset the universe, which is why I say age everyone 40 years and just start with kids.
Or just end Dragon Ball and don't make another one. It's what they did with fucking Naruto.
See,
Naruto was a great ending, and then they made Boruto, and it's just you fucking wasted a great ending.
Boruto.
Everyone still hates it.
His name is Boruto.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I feel like the author knew what he was doing.
If you watch the final episode of Naruto, they end it perfectly because they finally reach that peak where Sasuke and Naruto are both equal in terms of power.
Right?
They finally fight to that last moment and they blow each other's arms off, and it's okay, wow, now Sasuke it took him to lose his arm, but fuck's sake.
So Sasuke was a little cunt the whole time.
Oh yeah, it was, but
and Naruto was a dumb bitch, and that pink-haired whore needs to die.
She should.
Naruto.
I love Naruto.
Guy, good eyebrows.
Bushy brow, yeah.
Best character.
Could be.
best character.
So if you can go back to the beginning of Dragon Ball Z and tell Akira Toriyama something, what would it be?
Introduce Jesus.
That's Goku. Ended at the Frieza saga.
I don't even think you could have done that. Like,
Or ended at the Cell saga and make Gohan's story.
see, I don't think Super Saiyan's a bad thing. I like how Super Saiyan
I
builds
agree with
on
you.
their speed, it builds on everything. But the problem is, the characters focus too much on achieving a new limit, like a new form.
Well, that's because that's Goku's whole shtick is breaking his limit.
And the coolest thing about Moro, where I thought at the beginning was, this is just a guy who's fucking magical and he can fight. And then they had to make him transform. And I'm like, oh, they did the transforming thing. I thought they were just going to make
I don't think that would have been that big of a deal. I think it's the fact that they introduced the Angel, and they were like, "Oh, well, now we made an even playing field for Goku." It's like, let him destroy Goku.
Well, the Angel I didn't have a problem with, because, like, he was just he loved doing good so much that he, at the end, sacrificed himself just to do the greater good.
Like Jesus.
Yeah, but here's the problem with it. Let Moro just fucking kill off Goku and Vegeta and be done with it.
Now,
Make Beerus step in, and then Gohan has to learn.
Do you wish that they would go back into the original Dragon Ball Z, even keep the aliens and stuff, but make it more of a martial arts tale like Dragon Ball was?
No.
And actually have, like, techniques and...
No, because as soon as you get past... As soon as you learn Kaioken, that's when it gets to that point of, like, they move faster than the eye can see.
Right. But Kaioken could totally easily be countered by Hit, whose ability is to, like, freeze time.
And you're moving too forward. I'm saying the beginning of Dragon Ball Z or Raditz comes.
I think Dragon Ball Z Dragon Ball Z should have ended with Goku sacrificing himself to kill Raditz. Then Dragon Ball G, starring Gohan and Green Ass Piccolo, picks up.
Green ass Piccolo.
Right? And it's just about Piccolo taking over the Master Roshi role, training Gohan to become Earth's mightiest warriors, and they just go on adventures together.
Yeah, but I love the Snake Way and all that stuff.
No, Snake Way took forever.
Oh, yeah.
And the only reason they made it easier, they were like, oh yeah, Goku can fly.
See, one of the things that
because they were like, wait, flying Nimbus can't come to head. He can just fly, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
One of the things that ruined Dragon Ball was flying.
I don't think so.
Also, Goku can instant teleport. Why isn't he just doing this at all
Yeah.
times?
Yeah, like, he's proven he can do it in middle of fights.
When
like,
he's
just
fighting
fucking-
Cell, him and Cell just wind up just doing it back and forth, and even Krillin's like, I don't know what's going on.
It's like, I can't follow it anymore.
Krillin's supposed to be the smart fighter.
Well, he got 17 and was like, I have a baby now, I'm done.
Yes.
Is it 17 or 18?
18's the chick.
I wish that they kept it more of a traditional Chinese martial
Mythos?
arts thing.
Like
Kinda
Journey to the West and
Yeah,
stuff
kind of
like
what
that.
they did in Dragon Ball. And then just keep it going. Just
It's
have
like,
the
where's-
characters more grounded instead of having like this great
When was-
gravitas of like.
When was Oolong relevant?
He wasn't. He was only there for panties.
But he was a great character in Dragon Ball. He gave him the RV. Sometimes he'd use his shape-shifting powers to help Goku sneak into
that's
places.
the thing about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super and everything. The characters that aren't strong aren't relevant anymore. With Dragon Ball,
Yajirobe was like one of the world's strongest people, and he doesn't do shit anymore.
Dragon Ball, the weakest characters were one of the main plot points of the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Where in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, they kind of just go, "Hey, you're not a Saiyan."
Do you know what a great
You're not relevant.
a great anime? One Piece. For how long it's going, if you read through it, like it sucks how long it is, but they actually do it really fucking well.
With my argument earlier about techniques is I was going to use One Piece as one of my references because there's that one where they're trapped in the prison, right? And the prison guard is this guy that can make.
Which one?
I don't know. I've seen disjointed episodes of One Piece, but I saw this one episode of One Piece where I was like, you know what? That's interesting. So the prison guard is this guy who can make like poison or whatever.
Oh,
and,
I know
like,
what you're talking about.
No one can stop him. And there's this one guy's superpower. He can just make candle wax. And so it's like, this guy sucks. What can he do? So poison gas guy goes into his gaseous form, and candle wax guy traps him in candle wax. And he can't get out of the candle wax.
This
like,
is in
fucking techniques,
Impel Down.
Yeah.
When they're trying to save Ace.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know. I just said yeah.
No, it's fine. I know what's going on.
But So, like, the idea of One Piece is like, yeah, sure, your ability sucks, but in the right fucking situation,
You can make it work.
You're God, which is what DBZ should have done. Like, when Krillin and Tien used to Krillin flared Frieza, and Frieza was like, what the fuck? And Krillin could have killed him right there with the Destructo Disc, but he didn't.
Because he's an idiot.
That's the same thing with Tien going against Cell with the
Tien used to be able to split his body into, like, 5 different people and do 5 different Kaioken's. Like,
Kikoho.
Kiko. That's what I was going with. I tried to be a nerd and I fucked up. He makes a triangle and shoots a square. I don't know.
Kiko, fuck yourself.
Kiko, go fuck yourself.
If you want to watch a real fucking Dragon Ball anime, go watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They fucking did it perfectly. And they ended it at the right spot.
After the muffin button.
Yeah.
The muffin button was shitty, but they at least knew when to end it. They were like, all right, Cell done it.
They ended it because of personal disputes.
Yes. Although when Bulma's like, go in the shower and use soap, and Vegeta's like, what's soap? And she's like, rendered animal fat, and he goes, that's fucking awesome!
Man, this is disgusting! It's like,
You're not
you don't
supposed to
eat it.
Well, give me any color shirt but pink.
Did you dry clean my armor? It's dry clean only.
Yeah.
It shrinks in the dryer.
Like, yeah, there were some good jokes, but yeah, Team 4 Star fell apart super fast. Because it had the same problem in the Marvel Universe, where it was just quick. And it's like, okay, we don't need a joke a minute.
Well, it stopped being smart and started trying to be
quippy.
Funny.
At least they, like, kind of cleaned it up in Endgame. Like, it's a lot better than, I would probably say, Infinity War. Infinity War and Ultron are probably two of the worst.
Ultron was cringy.
In Ultron, and especially if you're a fan of the comic book character Ultron, it was like the entire movie. I felt like I was getting kicked in the balls. Because one, you didn't mention Hank Pym, and two, Ultron is not acting like Ultron. No. Ultron is not like a.
He's not a smarmy, suave motherfucker.
He just walks into the room and goes, "Humans are evil," and just starts murdering them all, and everyone's like.
Well, he's doing it logical.
Well, they hired James Spader.
The best part about Ultron is he debates Reed Richards on whether or not humanity should survive, and Reed is like, shit.
Well, like, you know, like, not wrong.
Damn it, fuck. Also, Reed Richards cured autism, but refuses to give the cure to the public.
Yeah. Because
he wants humans to figure it out on their own. And it's like,
that would never happen.
You, Reed Richards.
Damn, dude.
Hey, here's this thing that's plaguing millions of Americans. I'm not gonna cure it. It's like having the cure for cancer and going, no, they need to figure it out. Reed Richards is the true villain of the Marvel Universe.
Do you think there's any hope for the Fantastic Four movie?
No. They ruined it after the last one.
Because Fantastic Four is a better...
You can't count those.
Fantastic Four is a better book than it is a movie.
Absolutely.
Well, they haven't found a way to make it work.
They're never going to, because it makes a bad movie.
You know what could make it work? Disney.
No.
No.
That's like saying they'll make a great X-Men movie.
Damn you, Chad. I just instantly pictured the cast for the fucking Fantastic Four.
No, John Krasinski's going to be Reed.
Will Smith is Reed Richards.
John Krasinski wouldn't make a bad Reed Richards.
He'd be awesome.
I don't think he'd be awesome. I think he'd be okay.
He'd be awesome.
No.
He was supposed to be Cap.
If
Ethan
Hawke wasn't such a pretentious douche, I think he could play a great Reed Richards.
Yeah.
I'd rather have John Krasinski.
No, John Krasinski sucks.
I think John Krasinski would have made a decent...
Nobody else.
John Krasinski could play a great... stilt man.
Do you think Ben
Normal guy
could have been a good Reed Richards?
Who?
Cumberbatch?
No.
Zachary Cuomo, the guy who played Spock.
Oh, he would have done well.
He could have done okay.
Wait, Zachary Quinto?
Quinto.
Yeah.
Cuomo. That's the...
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about...
He would have made it decent.
Who should play Reed? Like, honestly speaking.
Joel McHale, if he takes it seriously.
Yeah, but he's never going to.
Stop hating Joel McHale. He's a great guy.
No, he's not.
You took something out of context and hate him.
I just don't like him in general.
I thought he was great on The Talk and The Soup. And I thought he was pretty okay in Stargirl.
Yeah, he was fine on The Soup.
He was great in Community. When I see him in movies, I don't get angry. Yeah. You know, he's an okay dude.
You know who would make a great Reed Richards?
No, he's not a lead. Well, Reed isn't the lead. Everyone.
Johnny Storm is.
No, Ben Grimm is the lead.
Yeah.
Ben Grimm is the lead of the Fantastic
Four. And they had a great Ben Grimm in the original Fantastic Four.
What was his name? Michael Chiklis.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was fucking great.
And the suit looked okay.
Yeah.
Which one did you like better, the suit from that or the newer one?
The
I like
original
the
one.
older
Shut
one.
up.
Like, the older one
I
was...
didn't even say anything. I was just asking a
You
question.
don't. No, we don't mention the new one at all.
Monier.
This is definitely
God,
not the
although
older.
in the original one, what they did to fucking Dr. Doom...
Oh yeah.
Fucked
The
up.
costume wasn't that bad.
But it
No, but they
wasn't
made him all
Dr.
metal.
Doom.
Really?
Oh, his face fell off, that's why it's metal. No, he goes to see some Tibetan monks and they fucking graft it to his face so he can never take it off. You never read the Doom origin story? Really good.
Dude, it's a. And Doom's not even a terrible guy.
He goes to hell and murders Satan to save his mother. Alright?
Doom cares about his people. He's a little fucked up, but he cares.
Latveria is what they call a benevolent monarchy, where yes, you serve the king, but the king serves you.
Who do you think they're gonna keep Doctor Doom just in Fantastic Four? Or do you think they're gonna make him a?
No,
main
I think
MCU
Doom
villain?
is going to be the next main MCU villain.
He should. He's one of my favorite. Like
They have to introduce the
presences.
Fantastic Four, though.
Which will be really hard to do because normal people think, ooh, stretchy guy, invisible girl, flame guy, rock guy, that's boring. But it's like, bro, their superpowers are not the most interesting part about them. They're cosmic adventures. The shit they do in space. They fucking talk to Galactus, and Galactus is like, yo, you guys are...
Yeah, they talk him off a fucking
Yeah.
ledge and blowing everything up, and
Right?
he's just like, "All right, I'll stop being a dick
They
for a
fucking,
bit."
they explore other universes. There's an alternate version of Reed Richard that used a machine to expand his brain power that shows up and like just fixes everything on Earth, and everyone's like, "That's great." And he goes, "Yeah, but guess what? You're all gonna die now," and just kills them all. And it's just like, damn, fucking Fantastic Four can be fucking insane if you wanted to.
But they're not gonna do that.
Do you think they're gonna go super campy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to go 50 Space Adventure. You
Oh,
have
that'd
to.
be fun.
No, but do you think they're gonna do that? You think they're
If
gonna?
they,
They won't.
oh,
You think they're gonna try to go now campy or back
They're gonna
then?
go now.
here's what we
campy.
do. Here's what we do for the MCU.
You got it.
Here's what I did. So, Tony Stark's dad, right, weapons expert, all this stuff, wants to stop the Nazis. He invests in, remember when Reagan talked about Star Wars?
Oh yeah.
Right? So he hires Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Ben Grimm, Johnny Storm to go fly into space to study these cosmic rays to see if he can weaponize them to use against the Nazis. And something goes wrong and they fall into a black hole. Cut to modern day, these 1950s
Oh my
space
God.
explorers land on Earth with their fantastic powers, and Reed Richards is smoking a pipe and being like, "Excuse me, darling," and the woman's like,
like,
"What
the fuck is wrong with
We
you?"
could just do that fish out of water 1950s where like Sue Storm is like wearing the apron and like baking the cake, and like the modern woman is like smoking a cigarette and getting a tattoo, going, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know, and stuff like that.
It's what they should have done with Captain America. They
Yes,
they could have had a
should've-
fuck
they
ton of
should've-
fun with Captain
They should
America.
have leaned into the man.
Yeah.
In fact, Captain America could be like, "Hey, I remember seeing you guys at the 10-cent theater," and Reed Richards could be like, "Oh, Steve Rogers, yes, I read your file." And,
They can't do that now because Steve Rogers is fucking dead.
So mad they did.
Da da da
He's
da
not- he's
da.
not dead. He's just old.
He's 190
Yeah,
now.
but they might do U.S. Agent.
U.S. Agent.
Was that when he was old?
No, U.S. Agent is a totally different guy.
No, but they brought back old Steve Rogers in the comic because
Right, because he got the super soldier serum sucked from his veins by Baron von Zemo, and then they replaced it. And then he became Hydra Cap, but then it turns out that was a cap created by the Tesseract, so they killed that cap and Hydra went away.
yeah,
and now
because
we
that
have
was
real
Ultimate Cap and 616.
No,
Cap.
that wasn't Ultimate Cap. Ultimate Cap is the one
Ultimate
that
Cap was the bad one.
No, I am telling you. Google it.
I need to. But
He
continue.
needs to be wrong.
Did you know the Ultimate Universe and the 616 Universe are totally two different universes, and Hydra Cap was created by the Tesseract? Yeah, Google it. Hey, I read the comic.
I don't know. I want
I
to see.
feel like I'm the only one at this table that actually reads comics.
I've read.
They're so
Too
expensive. And I like having.
Fucking going 4chan, go into a fucking Hydra thread and just pirate the shit out of them like I do.
Dude,
Fuck.
Mega Drive.
Yeah, well, Mega Drive's got shut down, didn't it? I remember there was a mass exodus. where
It's either that or ZeroNet.
everyone was bailing from Mega Drive because something happened, and they were like, they leaked all everyone's IP, and so I was like, ah! You know, like fucking.
Yeah, you can either use that or ZeroNet. ZeroNet's harder to get to, but I mean, fuck
Mega
it.
Drive, I used to just whatever new comic came out that week,
Yep.
I was like, I'm not going to my local fucking comic shop. I got it right here.
Yeah,
And CBR reader.
yeah.
Ah! Dude,
Those are the good days.
what was the other one? Because CBR Reader had page turn on left arrow, right arrow, but there was another one where it was like A and L,
Yeah,
and it was like,
and you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
this sucks, you know? Don't bother.
I'm so bad at looking for this.
Yes, I know you are.
I'm not gonna. They're not gonna do a good movie. I'm sorry, you can't do a good Fantastic Four movie. That's it. End of story.
Better book than a movie, man.
Yep.
It's like trying to do The Hobbit in a movie. It just doesn't work.
They could have done it. Just make it one fucking movie.
Two at the most.
Yeah.
Two
But-
at the most.
But trilogies are the thing now.
Well, it's because it's because the Lord of the Rings trilogy made.
Yeah, but the Lord of the Rings trilogy
was
had three
different
fucking books.
and each movie was 3 fucking hours long, so it makes sense. They're like, no, we want 3 90-minute movies about a book that's about 200 pages long.
It's like, just split it in half.
Talk about The Hobbit?
Fucking even.
Of course I'm talking, but when aren't I ranting about The Hobbit?
Even
God
Harry
damn it.
Potter, the final movie, you didn't have to make 2 movies. You just had to make one.
Wasn't the last 2 Harry Potter movies split into
Definitely
4
how it was.
movies?
No,
it's two.
only the last one.
Yeah, but that one wasn't awful. Like, if you
Well,
like those movies.
Well, then Twilight did that, where they
Yeah, Twilight did that.
two two-parters.
No, they did a 2-part, and then I think they did a 3-parter. Dude, yeah, Twilight was like, yeah! And I love Robert Pattinson in his interviews for Twilight, because he's like, yeah, I fucking hate that character, but it was a paycheck.
That one where they were like, what's your favorite role? Was it Edward? And you see him like,
He's like,
That
A
guy was
recent
a
interview with
bitch.
Robert Pattinson, he's like, I wouldn't even be mad if I ruined Batman, got people mad at me. He's
I
just
love-
like,
he's the best anti-hero.
He's so dejected with Hollywood. Because think about it, he was skyrocketed to fame.
I don't know
Because
why
of the
he
Harry
chose
Potter
Batman,
movie.
though.
Because fuck it, it makes money. Why did he choose Edward in Twilight?
Well,
It's
that
fucking-
made
That was
money.
agents being like,
Yeah.
I'm young.
That's because they saw him in Harry Potter, and they were like, you know what? Another teen
He was
movie.
great. He said he would have rather kept playing the Harry Potter role than
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. But in the books, he's supposed to die or whatever.
Yeah, he does
Dude,
die.
J.K. Rowling, have you seen her like hardline
Yeah,
stance
the
against
Harry Potter
trannies?
video game had to be like, she has nothing to do with this game. Please
Yeah.
don't hate it.
But at the same time, it's like, hey, it's a person with opinions, so. Fuck
I agree with that.
yourself. Why
Like,
sh-
you're
she
allowed
has the
to.
same opinions as Joe Rogan.
You're allowed to
Yeah.
have your opinions, but it's like, I don't give a fuck. They're over there. That's not
Yeah.
hurting me. Like, just ignore them. Who
But
gives a shit?
nowadays, if someone says something you don't like, you need
It's
to
because
cry.
you're behind the keyboard.
You
You can
need
just
to
mash
cry.
the keyboard with
Not-
your baby
Not
hand.
only do you need to cry because someone said something you don't like, you need to burn your city down. That's where we're at nowadays.
Wow.
No, that's exactly where we're at. If someone does something you don't like, burn everything down because that's reasonable.
And then from the ash rises the phoenix.
Except Phoenix aren't real because we don't live in a comic. You know what I
I
hate
know.
more than anything is how people keep going like, dude, Trump is like Voldemort. We need to be like Harry Potter. And it's like, your world reference is a fictional book written by because she was homeless when she was writing that. So your worldview is a
The first
book
one, then it became famous,
written
and
by
she was
a
like,
homeless lady. That's where you, dude. We're like the Rebel Alliance, and they're like the Evil Empire. That's your worldview, because like, it's way more complex than.
Well, I personally think.
the world is shitty, and we're all
I
gonna
personally
die.
think the Republicans are like Hydra. And on that note, thanks for watching.
Wait, best part about the Star Wars game is they keep trying to make you love the rebels by saying like, "Hey guys, we're in this together. With anything, we can accomplish our goals." But the entire story is the rebels losing.
Yeah.
So it's like, "No, guys, don't worry, we'll get them this time." But when you play with the Empire, they're like, "Great job, pilot. Go kill more motherfuckers." And I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" And I'm just having way more fun just being an evil TIE pilot because they make it way more enticing. But the way it's written, you're supposed to want to sympathize with the rebels.
Yeah.
But the rebels are all just like Care Bears. You know, so you're just like, I hope they die. Whereas you go over to the Empire, there's this guy called Shen, and like he can't get out of his flight suit because of too many crashes. And he's like, fight, get knocked down, get up, fight again. Can't take my helmet off. Too many broken necks. They shoot me down, I get back up. And I'm like, you're the coolest motherfucking pilot ever, and I will fly by you every fucking day. And then you go to the Alliance, and one guy's like, I'm here to make credits, but then I learned that I actually have a heart of gold. So now I'm here to fight for the New Republic. And you're like, fuck you, I want to go fight with the Robot Man. That guy's way cooler. That's my rant on Star Wars Squadron.
They're never gonna make a good Star Trek game.
Bridge Commander, VR.
It's good, but it's not.
It's good
like,
because you're playing with your friends.
Yeah, but it's like I want to be able to go to a planet and fucking explore shit.
The Star Trek MMO is pretty okay, but it became pay to win super fast.
If you want something that's similar to it, play No Man's Sky right now. It's actually
is
really
No Man's
good.
Sky really good?
It's really good now.
I got pushed off because of all the day one
Oh
shenanigans.
yeah, dude, me in the same boat. I bought it day one. I was like, oh wow, this is actually gonna be good. I'm gonna stick it out. Played it for like 6 hours, and I was like, yep, we're done. Yeah, it's like I'm done.
Did they actually add like?
Oh, they added a
reasons
fuck ton.
to do things.
Yeah. They actually added a story.
Wait, did they add a point?
Yeah, a story and actual like cool stuff to do on the planets.
It's worth it. Buy it.
A great Star Trek game from I think 2000s, early 2000s. It's called Birth of the Federation. It's a 4X game, and what you do is you pick one of the major Star Trek races. You start with them discovering space flight, and you just expand from the home world. And it's fucking up. You run into the Borg, you run into the crystalline entity, you run into species 8472. Like,
Not E472.
they're the ones that exist in fluidic space. It's an alternate reality.
I
adjacent to
wish
ours.
you watched Star Trek.
I know, man.
I'm
I
trying
tried.
to get through the new generation.
No,
Next Generation.
watch the shitty original.
I want to start him with Next Gen, so at least he gets, like, hype. Because Next Gen is dated as... Or not Next Gen. TOS.
Get it right.
Dyslexia. TOS is dated as fuck.
What is that? The original show?
Yeah, the original series. Like Cat's Paw, remember? They're chained to the wall and the guy opens the door and it's just like some guy recording his cat. Or the one where they go to the Nazi planet. Or the one where the Greek gods are like, oh, just like there's a lot of like really bad episodes. Where Next Gen, like all the
Is that
shitty...
Picard?
Next Gen is Picard.
Yeah.
All the shitty episodes are pretty much season 1 and 2. And
But
then,
that's because they have to establish.
well, in season 1 and 2, not Gennady Tartarovsky. That's the guy who made Samurai Jack. Gene Roddenberry was still like alive and cognizant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he was just remaking the original series, and then, and this is gonna pay me to say this, but once Berman got control of season 3,
it got better.
Started to get better.
Who?
Rick Berman. Oh,
Who is it?
the man who killed Star Trek.
Why?
Because he decided he liked money over content.
But he saved it.
Originally.
Then how do you ruin it if he saved
Because
it?
either you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself
become
turn
a
into a
villain.
Blame
Yeah, he's right.
all of the bad Star Trek movies on Berman.
I think the first Next Generation movie was good.
No.
It was better than the other ones, and like that's a real low bar to set.
I know. Like, why did Worf have that purple space bazooka? Why did he have it?
Why did they have to find whales?
No, that's original and that's awesome, and it's because
No, I thought that was.
that's original. Because they go back in time, and what's his name is asking for nuclear vessels. Can you point me to your nuclear vessels? And it's during the Cold War.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Yeah, and
I'm sorry, LeVar Burton was the best part.
And then Leonard Nimoy and Kirk are on the train, and the punk has his music real loud, and Kirk goes, "Hey man, can you turn that down?" So the punk turns it all the way up, and then Leonard Nimoy does the fucking Vulcan nerve pinch, and the guy falls down unconscious, and Kirk turns the music off, and everyone starts clapping for them. Dude, that movie's great. That movie's dumb fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the first new Star Trek movie.
There's Generations, Nemesis. Generations is the last one. Nemesis is the one where the Enterprise D blows up. And what was the other one? The one with the band too, with the fucking... Because Nemesis is with Shinzon, which is Tom Hardy's first acting role. And that's the one where the Romulans clone Picard, but it doesn't work, so they put him on the Reman planet, and then they build the Reman spaceship that's like super badass, so Picard fucking rams it and Data blows himself up. Generations is the one where Kirk and Picard meet up to fight the guy on the planet, and then Kirk dies and Picard just leaves him there instead of taking the body back for some reason.
No, I'm talking about the
one with the Borg.
No, I'm talking about the new Star Trek movie, the newest ones.
Oh, the new
The
ones.
first one, yeah,
the J.J. Abrams.
the one that they did with the time manipulation in the first one. That's actually a good
like
movie.
The third one, which is the one Simon Pegg wrote, is the best of those three. Because it felt like Simon Pegg really sat down and tried to understand what made Star Trek great, but at the same time you had J.J. Abrams breathing over his neck going, "You know who looked good in this scene? Some fucking lens flare."
And he was like, yeah, lens flare.
Lens flare, shaky cam, lasers.
And then he erases it.
Yeah.
And J.J. was like, "You fucking bitch."
But they even had that dumb motorcycle scene to fucking... And then the dumb fucking Beastie Boys scene, and it's like, that's not my Star Trek.
It's because, well, the original one with the Beastie Boys, they brought that up.
Fucking Jonathan Frakes is considered a rock star because he's playing that old school jazz, and it's like, oh, jazz? What's jazz? Because it's the future, you know? Like...
Anything that has to do with Picard and the Borg
is really good up until that one movie where he's like so hell bent on killing the Borg.
Doesn't he fuck that Borg lady in that movie?
Ugh, the Borg Queen. No, Data fucks her. And,
Yeah.
fuck you, Rick Berman. Ugh.
So on that one,
Yeah,
because Chad's fucking honest, you can.
Yes.
It's that thing that I said where like you get bored and you're on your phone. This has been Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chris. That's drunk Chris. That's the bitch.
Hydra Cap was Ultimate Captain America. Thanks for watching.
You're wrong.
Wow. Did that hurt, really?
Chad is wrong.